Hustlers unite, camp hustle ignite. In the land of the grind where the sun never bites. Commentary sharp, cut deep like a saber. Live stream wild, views stack like skyscrapers. Coke Benny cooking, David's on the clock. Cavos with the shots, Exo Charles got the locks. Taking souls for free, snatching time like a thief. YouTube grind heavy, no room for belief. Hustlers unite, we don't sleep at night. Camp hustle in sight, gotta hustle, take flight. Live stream the struggle, commentary the fight. Hustlers unite, keep the hustle airtight. Camp hustle one, it's the mission they dread. Where the vision stays sharp and the critics get fed. Videos drop, every second's a jewel. Taking souls for the free, no mercy, no school. Coke Benny stirring pots, algorithm in the stew. David stacking chips, playing chess with the view. Cavos with the mic, truth bombs, they explode. Exo Charles in the shadows, unlocking every code. Mic in the hand, hustle in the veins. Content on the brain, never playing games. From the comments to the streams, this is how we reign. Hustlers unite. Hustlers unite. Yeah. Content on the brain, never playing games. From the comments to the streams, this is how we reign. Content on the brain, never playing games. From the comments to the streams, this is how we reign. Hustlers unite, we don't sleep at night. Camp hustle in sight, gotta hustle, take flight. Mic in the hand, hustle in the veins. Content on the brain, never playing games. From the comments to the streams, this is how we reign.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Camp Hustle One here, back with another live stream. Got a special one tonight, man. I'm gonna shout out to all the haters, man. Tonight is your night, so I welcome you to join me, and we can have our live debate. So let's get started. Hello. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys all had a good week, nice and busy. I know I did, actually. I was going through my videos, my streams, actually, and checking my analytics. And I want to say the last stream that I did got probably the most hate or dislike downvotes that I've ever had. I think the final percentage is like 7.4%. Basically, like 2 people liked it to 25 downvoted it. And then the next one, which was part 2, got 7 down likes to 4 up likes. Still, the haters came out last week, and I appreciate it. So tonight is your night. I'm going to open up my Discord and let anybody that wants to have a live discussion with me in terms of my views, things that I've talked about, challenge me on any ideas that I have. Tonight is your opportunity. I feel like it is something that I've owed to you guys. And you know me, I am not one to shy away from any type of conflict or discussion. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I've already pasted the link in the chat. So that is the alpha chat in the Discord. So all you guys would have to do is join the Discord temporarily or permanently, doesn't matter, and then join the alpha channel, and we can have our little discussion. So other than that, I don't really have much planned. I'm just waiting for anybody that wants to hate to show up. So let me go ahead and get it on screen, and we can get started. But I hope you guys are all having a good night tonight. All right, so I've already joined already. Let me see if I can put this to full screen here. All right, and let me make sure I'm not muted, so that's good. And yeah, so Coke Benny, welcome to the stream, sir. Sup, camp? Good to see you, man. Sonic Mindscape has joined the stream. How you doing, sir? Sonic, you have been a busy man, dude. I've been like lurking on your channel, dude, and you've been cranking out videos like crazy, like a madman. Good job on you, sir. Let's see what Sonic said. Sonic said, finally, man, it's difficult to finally catch a live with you, man. I hope you've been doing well, brother. Dude, it's been an amazing new year, I've had an amazing holiday, even though I was sick for most of it. I still worked a bunch, and, you know, the whole family got sick, but we all recovered. I think we're all at 100% now. And, yeah, man, we're just ready to get back on the grind, dude. I do need to give you guys a full disclosure. My computer, last stream, it did like a blue screen of death, and that's why it was broken up into 2 parts. So after that stream ended, I believe it was Sunday night, I took my PC into Micro Center to basically figure out what the issues were, because I was getting nonstop blue screen of deaths, and it was getting to the point where it wasn't even loading Windows anymore. So I bring it into Micro Center, and they said that it was an issue with the memory, the RAM. So I basically had like 4 sticks of RAM that I guess were all bad kit or something, were all corrupted. So I went ahead and purchased a brand new 2 RAM kit, and it took probably about 6 days for them to get to it and finally fix it. I just got it this morning, and everything's running fine, so we should not have any more issues moving forward. We have updated our operating system, and he said everything has been working fine. They basically stress test the GPU and the CPU to about 100% and had 0 issues. So it should be smooth sailing from this point on. So I'm very excited moving forward. We're not going to have any crazy like interruptions and stuff. So I'm happy about that. Let's see what we got here. Sonic came back. He says, yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to defend my title for biggest hater. Not on deserves that title. Nobody deserves that title other than me. Well, you know, I mean, Sonic, to be completely honest, man, you be rage baiting sometimes, man. And you rage baited me a couple times. And, you know, we've had our debates and stuff. And, you know, I think it was probably, you know, the best content that came out of my channel. But no, I noticed that the biggest argument was that I do not do my own thing. That was one of the biggest arguments. And, you know, I posted a lot in terms of what I do. And, you know, there's some stuff that just doesn't, you know, catch the attention of people. And then there's stuff that I talk about that happens to be top of mind that everybody has something to talk about. And, you know, I mean, you're not going to hit every audience at every time. And, you know, I think it's great. I think it's good to be diverse in topics and not be beholden to one singular thing, because it would get a little stale, you know, to be completely honest with you. Teeny Toes with Ghost, welcome to the stream, sir. Welcome back, sir. Hey, Camp, sorry about missing last week. Oh, dude, man, hey, you're a busy man as well, man. I get it. No worries, man. I didn't even have my computer until today, so I didn't even get to edit my last stream in terms of like cutting things down, you know, trimming out, you know, cutting it down and editing it down to where it's like, you know, not so long pauses, and all the commercial breaks. I try to cut those down as well. But no, I mean, believe me, it was tough. It was rough. Cokeman, he came back. He says, Mr. It's 2025. Times have changed over here. Oh, man. Oh, wait, hold on. Sonic. I skipped over Sonic. What did Sonic say? Nice, man. Nice. I'm having troubles, too. So most likely my RAM is probably corrupted. You know, the thing is, man, I've had this PC for about 5 years. So I even went on ChatGPT, plugged in all of my components and stuff just to see, you know, do I need to update anything? And what it came back to me is that, you know, maybe the RAM, you know, in a little bit, but the insight that I got from the techs over at Micro Center, they said that before I had 4 memory sticks, and they said you should really only use 2, because when you have 4, it, for some reason, I can't remember the exact words. I don't want to sound like like an idiot. I probably already do. Hold on, because I have it here, and I want to make sure I don't butcher what he told me. It's right here. So he said, hold on one second. Go back. So he said, upon expecting your computer, we found that your entire RAM kit has become faulty. Seconds upon running memory diagnostics and running hardware scans, we found 2,000 plus memory errors within minutes, and we tested We tested each stick individually. Once we inserted a test RAM stick into your system, your PC ran stress tests smoothly for a full hour. To have your computer up and running again, we would have to install a new RAM kit. Keep in mind that 4 sticks of RAM does make your computer unstable. And we suggest going with a 2-stick kit. So that's basically what I went with, and I ended up, I think, spending like $160 on like I think it was like a Viper DDR4 3600 stick kit, and yeah, so we're running smooth. Everything looks good, and I don't know what I can do with those, because they gave me the 4 RAM sticks that apparently are faulty, but I looked this up. These are G.Skill RAM sticks. What is it? DDR4 3600 16 gig. So I remember all together, yeah, it's like 4 together. I figured it would be good, but yeah, he says, yeah, you only need 2 for your system. So yeah, that is the thing that's going on. Let's see. So Nice Man Nice having trouble too. Cook Benny said, oh, okay. So Exo Charles, welcome to the stream, sir. Yo, hustlers, what's the topic of the stream today? Well, the stream is actually just an open forum today. I really wanted to open it up to the haters, because I got a lot of haters last stream. And you know how I am about haters. You know, I'm willing to talk to anybody, and I'm willing to platform anybody, give them the chance to speak their mind, and if they have any disagreements with me, this is their opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about, so you guys don't think I'm making anything up. Let me go and show you what I mean. So let's see. Let me go to my channel here. And it was the guy commented, the hater, he commented on my Christmas post of all things. And so let me go ahead and bring this up. And right here. You see, I don't know if I can make this bigger. Maybe I can. Oh. Okay. So here, I said, Merry Christmas to everyone who takes a few minutes out of their day to watch, comment, and even lurk quietly. I know today isn't perfect for everyone. Some people are surrounded by family, some are working, some are missing people that they wish were still here, and some are just trying to make it through the day. Whatever you land on that spectrum, I appreciate you being part of this channel. This year has been wild, loud, and unpredictable, but the fact that you chose to spend your time here doesn't go unnoticed. I don't take that lightly, which, you know, all of this is true. This is all written from the heart. I hope today gives you a moment of peace, a laugh, or at least a break from the noise. We'll be back to regular chaos soon enough. Much love and Merry Christmas, hustlers. So, you know, just a basic holiday cheer message, okay? Wasn't trying to bait anybody or whatever. But so here's the comment. The gentleman said, mind, money, morphology. He says, turn on your YouTube comment, coward. You look like you... Well, okay, so his grammar's bad. I don't know. For some reason, when the haters, they hate, they don't take the time to proofread their sentences. So I'm going to read it like he intended it, I think. So, you look like your mom is your father's sister. Streaming to, well, he forgot to put 2. Streaming 3 viewers live, and one of them is your phone. Stop being a coward. If you stand for what you so openly spewing, be man enough to defend your ideas and accept criticism. Now, last stream, I made a mistake and I spoke up for it and I corrected it. It was the thing about Clav and him running over that stream sniper. That turned out to be a nothing burger. So the next stream, I was man enough to admit that I was wrong. I don't want to put out misinformation, so I stand corrected, and I was wrong. So I think I'm pretty good about that. So I was genuinely asking which video of mine has comments disabled. Sometimes it happens automatically. I don't mean to do that. Most of my videos, the comments are, you know, you can comment on all my videos. I'll be more than happy to have a conversation with you live on air. I stream Saturday nights starting at 11:45 Eastern Standard Time. You are welcome to join my Discord if you want to speak to me directly. Smiley face. So then he responds back. He's like, good boy. Now leave the comments on. You know which videos I'm talking about. And I'm just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This guy right here, he's got some balls here. So I had to respond back. I was like, dial down the zesty comments if you can. You know, I know you probably just need a friend to confide in. Good luck with that. So then he responds back. He's like, I have no interest in speaking to you. I don't want to get to know you. I want to be able to address the positions and stances you take in your videos. That's it. So I had to respond again, and I was like, well, make sure you subscribe to my channel then. You might as well join the Discord so you can stay updated on my latest content. I don't want you to miss anything I say. And, you know, I just try to kill him with kindness. And, you know, I gave him the whole week, okay? This happened like 3 days ago, this whole thing. Well, no, I'm sorry. This comment thread happened 4 days ago. And I didn't have my computer with me, but I did have my phone, you know, but I checked my videos and the guy had nothing in terms of, you know, a message or whatever. I went to my videos. Let's see. Let's go to my videos right now so you guys know I'm not making it up. Let's check it out. Let's not, okay, so let's go to the comment section. Let's see. So Buddha Hat, the Sagittarius 9124, he says, you will never be as relevant as Myron. Shut the fuck up forever. So then, you know me, I can never just shut the fuck up forever. So I said, your hero Myron once said that hate always comes from below, never from someone above you in life. If I'm irrelevant, then you must be damn near invisible. And then this other guy came in. He said, Baller Boy the One. He says, you sound like a fan. And then, you know, I gave a little honesty to him. I said, I used to listen to F&F podcasts for entertainment purposes, not necessarily for life advice. If I found humor in a way that I found humor in the way that Myron would act towards women and how Fresh would simp over them. It's like two nerds trying to teach men how to be Chads. So then let's see. I think that was it for that hater. And then, you know, I checked the other video because the other video was longer. Let me check it real quick. And let's see. Bro, why don't you... Okay, so this is by mbuso1286. He says, bro, why don't you start your own thing and stop reacting to people who already started their own shit? So then I said, I have plenty of videos doing my own thing. You are welcome to comment on those videos and let me know how you feel about them. I appreciate your input. Again, killing people with kindness. I come from customer service, man. This is how we talk, man. So then Joe Benson 528 came back. He says, 50% of your last 10 streams have Myron or Fresh in the thumbnail/title. The other 5 are Akash or Clav. The latter is basically F&F adjacents. And then he said, reactors don't equal creators? And then I responded back. I says, most of my topics are sent to me from my community on Discord. We have fun clowning F&F because they are scammers and frauds. Plus, their hardcore fans always get triggered in the comments. And now, you know, if he wanted to take offense to that, I wasn't necessarily talking about him. I was just speaking in general. But let's see. I don't know if there was anything else. No, that was it. So I haven't heard from this hater, you know, but I wanted to go ahead and give them the opportunity tonight. So let's see. What up, Exo Charles? Hope you've been good. YT Goodman, Sonic MySafe got a subscription. Oh, YT Goodman spreading around the subscriptions. Nice. Coke Benny got a subscription. Nice. Already subscribed to camp. Nice. Thank you. Show YT Goodman channel your screen, review some cool videos. YT Goodman. Do I know this person? Is this person... I don't know who you are, sir. I don't know if you're the hater. Are you the hater? Because, you know, I'm trying to... This is trying to be haters tonight. Visit YT Goodman? Oh, boy. Has anybody visited YT Goodman? Can you tell me if his stuff is safe for the stream? I don't want to... I don't want to be promoting somebody that's, like, you know, doing videos of chopping people's heads off or, you know, critiquing rap videos or whatever. Let me know. But see... This is the thing, you know, I try to respond to people as soon as possible because I'm the type of person that I can talk to anybody and I'm not afraid of anybody. Okay. I'm not necessarily scared or intimidated by anybody. So you have pretty much if you have a stance and you have notes, I would hope that you would be packing notes so that you could challenge me on the things that I say and be prepared so I can just go ahead and, counteract those points. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it's all about. Let's check from Broken Jaw to the Bottom G. Let's see if there's any comments on that. I don't think so. Let's just check. 0 comments here. So yeah, I don't know where this hater is like commenting on. Maybe he might be checking, some videos or whatever. But yeah, can anybody vouch for Mr. YT Goodman? He says he's purely safe, but you know what? Let me check on my phone before I put it on stream. I would hate to be promoting some crazy content that doesn't really mesh well. Let me see. YouTube Goodman, is that what your name is? YT Goodman, let's see. Okay, let's see. Are you this H.A. Goodman? Is that you, sir? I hope you understand that tonight is not about promotion. It is about hate, okay? I'm here to address my haters. If you're not a hater, I don't really want to give anybody who's not a hater any airtime. I mean, the hustlers are always welcome to join the Discord and, comment and stuff like that. But in terms of haters, I purely just want haters tonight. That's all I really want to address. I mean, I'm sure you have a great channel. You seem to have a sizable audience, which is great. You don't seem to need my promotion from this corner of the internet. I do appreciate you coming to my stream, though. I mean, it's not every day, new people come here. I usually have the same crew that meets me every week, and I appreciate them. What we're trying to do over here is grow organically. I'm not about botting my streams or paying for subscribers. Every subscriber I have on this channel, I know personally and have spoke to. So that's what we're trying to do here. We are definitely trying to just grow organically, and it's been a long journey. It's been a very long journey. So, but no, I mean, I appreciate anybody that wants to, reach out for a collaboration. I did get a person, last week actually, that would like to do a collaboration with him, I think on Monday. I got to see what my schedule looks like. But I think he said something about Monday morning. So I might be joining this guy on his podcast, whatever, maybe chopping it up for a little bit and see what it's all about. And who knows? Maybe I might be a recurring guest or something. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out. But yeah, do we have any haters? Any haters on the line? I feel like Myron right now in Fresh on the Fresh Roast Fridays. Like this is what it's all about right now. I really want to have a hater come in and just come in prepared and give me a run for my money, man. Because it's not really every day that I get someone who's willing to stand up and just speak their mind, or if they really truly have a problem, But yeah, that's about it. Do you guys have anything? I know Kavos messaged me earlier in the week, and he said that he had some video. I don't know if it was earlier in the week or if it was earlier today, but he did say that he had some videos that he wanted me to react to, but he didn't get a chance to. He didn't get a chance to message me after I told him to send me those videos. Send them my way, and I'll take a look at them. So, YT Goodman came back. He says YouTube Goodman does not hate anyone. Well, unfortunately, tonight is not your night. Then, I mean, unless you can fabricate a story of hatred towards me, I can't really give you a platform because tonight is the hater show. Okay, I really want to I want to address my haters. I've addressed a hater before, and you guys know how that turned out. It actually didn't turn out too bad. I think we had a little bit of a good conversation. It kind of didn't really go exactly the way I was. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about Mr. Villatube. Shout out to him. We had a 2-part series, kind of a dedication video to him, and he tuned in. And he ended up joining us on a separate live stream, which, I didn't know that was ever going to happen, but we were able to, squash, I guess, whatever beef, because he hasn't said anything to me since, and I haven't really had anything bad to say about him. So I think, it's just about coming together and, we agreeing to disagree. And I think after that, it's fine, Let's see. So Mr. Sonic Mindscapes came back. He's like, I have a lot of videos that I can share, bro. I can definitely share my loot for sure. And then YT Goodman came back. He says, he loves all families. Who's he? Who are you talking about? You talking about Jesus? Jesus loves all families. Are you religious, Mr. Goodman? Because, it's fine if you are. Just celebrated Christmas and the New Year and stuff, and it's fine. You guys can believe whatever you want, but okay. So, Mr. Goodman, you have a good evening, sir. Okay, man, have a great day. I am leaving. I appreciate you coming in the stream, sir. Good luck to you, sir, on your YouTube journey, and maybe I'll bring you back on, and we can have a nice little talk session that doesn't involve hate. But tonight, I'm here for the smoke, okay? Because these haters, man, they like to, you gain a couple subscribers and the haters come out to try to pull you back down. And it's funny to me. Like, I have no problem with it. Like, I know that haters come with the territory. The more seen you are, the more clips you make, the more eyeballs that are on you, people are going to start hating. And then, I didn't show it before, but like every hater that ever hates on me has like 1 subscriber or less, or they never have any content for me to review, so I can't like clap back and like talk about their content. They usually have nothing, so it's kind of messed up. So let's see. Team Toast Ghost says, Villatube, I still have questions for him. You know what, Villatube, if you still have an ounce of hate for me, you are welcome to come back on the stream and we can chop it up. But Tea and Toast with Ghost, would you like to join the stream tonight, sir? I mean, I know you're not a hater, but I need someone to talk to until the haters get here. Let me jump out of Alpha and let me just open it up to Kilo. Kilo is where 7 people can join in. And let me go ahead and post that link in the chat for you guys. And you guys can all join in if you like to. We don't have to, you guys don't have to type so much. You can just talk to me. And yeah, it's just, this is a community hater stream. Okay. So you guys are more than welcome to listen to me get some hate. And then, if you want to chime in, or if you just want to see how I handle it, because me, guys, I don't shy away from haters. I have no problem with it. But yeah, so let's see. Sonic Mindscape came. Actually, I don't think you need TikTok. I'll send them to you on Instagram. Oh, perfect. Let's check Instagram. Let's check. What you got, sir? Let's see. Okay, so I got some notifications here. Oh, hold on. I gotta go to messages. All right. I think I have you under general. There you are. Yeah, just send it to me on my messages. I got you open here. So this is my message I sent to Sonic. I sent him the screenshots of those messages I just rang out. He's like, "Damn, this guy's really gunning for you." You get haters that try to destroy you. Even my haters aren't like that. And yeah, I wasn't talking privately to him, man. He just happened to comment on one of my posts, and I was like, dude, that's kind of wild, dude. It's like, sheesh, I was just trying to spread a little Christmas cheer, and this guy's like, hey, man, you need to turn on your comments, you coward. Which, I appreciate someone who's on a mission and is willing to just, speak his mind, but it's like, don't speak your mind and then get offline. It's like, stay for the conversation, I'm here for the smoke, let's see. So YT Goodman said all the best. Yes, good. Have a good evening, sir. Teen Toast Ghost came back. He says, I'll join when my kids are asleep. Well, we'll be on for a while. I'm going to give my haters all the opportunity in the world. If they don't show up, then did I really have any haters at all? Any serious haters? Or were they just empty threats? I've been used to some empty threats. I haven't really had anything real in a while. So, it is what it is, man. haters are gonna hate, and sometimes they like to hate on their own time. You know, they don't want to show me any support by coming to the stream and all that stuff. That's too much work, you know. But yeah, dude, this is literally me just meandering. I have no content whatsoever to talk about. This is purely my own thing, okay? I want haters to come to the stream and hate on me, tell me what I am, tell me that I look like my mother's father's sister or some shit like that. I don't know. It was very creative, okay? That guy, he was really digging deep. And he didn't really strike a chord, man, because like it just didn't. I didn't feel anything, you know. I felt like he could have put a little bit more effort into that insult. And I don't like people that are lazy when it comes to their insults. I want some insults to actually have some thought behind it and really cut deep, you know. Like I want that stuff to stay with me. None of this stuff really affects me, man. And I don't know. I guess I just have a thick skin, but. I mean, I'm willing to hear about myself, man. If there's something that I'm doing, you know, that somebody just needs to tell me, hey, you need to fix this. It's always the people that have no videos, no content, no subscribers that say, hey, you need to run your shit like this, man, because look at me, I'm doing it. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's like where these people get off, man. It's never somebody that has like a crazy amount of subscribers or a crazy, you know, it's crazy well known. It's never anybody well known. It's always these nobodies, you know. But I guess in the grand scheme of things, you know, the things that I do, I would be considered a nobody to these people that I talk about. So it's not that bad, you know. But I don't really feel it like it's hate. We're just like clowning these people. It's fun. It's fun to laugh at people. And, you know, I've always said this, the people that can take a joke and give it right back, I think we can be friends, you know, because then you get me, then you understand that it's not that serious, you know, it's all in good fun. And, you know, it's like, you got to be able to laugh at yourself, man, if you're going to have a good time over here, man. You know, we like to dig at each other, man. I think that makes, that's just boys being boys, man. We're not over here snuggling up, whatever, but we are holding each other accountable. And, you know, if there's something that I disagree with, you know, with Sonic, I'm going to say something. But, you know, so far Sonic has been on this whole, actually, Sonic, I since you're here, I do want to tell you that video you did about the Minnesota ice shooting of that lady. I watched that and then I actually delved into it more to see, you know, because I think they released was it the phone camera footage that the guy that was in front of the car. They finally released that, and yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know who is in the right still, because I think the guy was a little excessive. The ICE agent was a little excessive going up to the door. I think the woman, you know, she definitely shouldn't have tried to run over an officer. You know, I think that was a little extreme. I don't think both of them were in the right at all. I think both of them did wrong. And unfortunately, the lady, you know, she got her life taken for it because the other guy was armed, you know. But I am seeing more videos now. I saw 2 ICE agents go into a McDonald's. This is not in real life, but I think it was on Reddit. But yeah, 2 ICE agents go into a McDonald's to try to go back and see what the you know, the employees in the kitchen and stuff. And there happened to be a security guard there that stopped them from going into the back, you know, and trying to, you know, figure out who's illegal and stuff. And yeah, it was kind of funny. I was just like, okay, so when, like, what kind of area is this that McDonald's has a security guard? But it was cool, you know, like they were completely stopped and the security guard told them to leave. And I was like, yeah, man, I guess that's kind of good. You know, it's like the ICE agents are getting out of hand, man. They're just kind of going around like the Gestapo, going around searching for people to deport. And I don't know if that's really doing any favors for anybody. You know, it's not good, you know. I think we should be targeting criminals, not productive citizens, you know, not productive people that are contributing to society. I think you're it's not good, you know. But enough about that. I mean, no, good video coverage, Sonic. I haven't seen the other 18 videos you put out this week. I'll get to them eventually, but no, good work, man. Good work staying on the grind, dude. I wish I had the amount of time to crank out videos like you, but you're doing your thing, man, and I got to give you props for it. So So yeah, any haters? Okay, looks like I got something from TikTok here from Mr. Sonic here. Let's check this out. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, this goes into that same conversation that we don't call women losers enough, bro. And the reason, like, this is another reason why we can't do it, or a reason why a lot of men don't do it, is because they just want to crack.
Okay. Oops,
Start digging
whoops,
in your butt, twin.
Whoops.
Yeah, this goes into
Hold
that.
on. Let's read the comment. It says, "Femcells exist. They just don't get hate because they have pussy." Okay, good point. Let's listen to this guy.
Same conversation that we don't call women losers enough, bro. And the reason, like, this is another reason why we can't do it, or a reason why a lot of men don't do it, is because they just want to crack. But me, dude, I don't care. Some women do need to get called losers in femcells, because I don't get it. They can call me that bum, broke, loser, and all that shit. But if I say that, I'm a bad guy, I'm a narcissist, I'm toxically masculine, I'm everything in the book but right. Like, if a girl is out of shape, you can tell her, hey, you out of hand, you fat shaming. If you tell a girl, hey, I don't want you to do this, you're controlling. Like, no.
The thing is, okay, so women can fight for equality, but in terms of like outcomes and stuff, they still have that barrier for any type of criticism. You know, it's almost like men can't criticize women or even call them out for things that are their faults. Like, say if a woman smells, I'm just thinking something off the top of my head. A female employee that smells, like has BO, like really bad, you can't, and say like you're the boss, you know, you're the manager on duty. You as a man can't go to that female employee and let her know, hey, you smell, you need to put on deodorant. You have to have a female manager, you know, somebody to let that female know, because for some reason it isn't an attack when a woman tells another woman, but when a man tells a woman something, it can be construed as an attack on some kind. So it's very weird. I've actually seen this happen in real life, and it's a real problem, but it's because men can't tell women, especially in the workplace, you know, things about themselves that they would tell their male counterparts. You know, it's like men have to talk to other men and women have to deal with women, because for some reason the crossover, it gets lost in translation, and then people want to sue because they feel like they're being treated unfairly. So this is very true. You know, you can't tell women certain things about themselves without them, you know, crying mansplaining or saying that, you know, you're being, you know, you're attacking their character and all that stuff. And it's like, no, I'm just trying to help you out. You know, sometimes it's just best to find a woman to tell another woman something, you know. Find a woman to handle your light work. But let's continue.
Issue. We can't say nothing to them. Like, bro, I swear to God, the most powerful thing on this planet is a woman on social media. Straight up, bro. Because you genuinely can't call them losers, even when you want to, because you're going to get canceled, or they're going to have an excuse for everything. Dude, literally, Sha'Carri Richardson got caught beating her boyfriend in the airport, and there were women trying to justify, what did he do to make? No.
It's always the go-to, you know, like, what did the man do to deserve this? Because a woman will never just beat a man on her own, okay? A woman would never have a mood swing, okay? The man had to do something in order for that to happen. Okay. Women aren't crazy. Okay. And in terms of women will say that he had to have done something in order for her to act that way.
Stop trying to justify people doing dumb shit and loser behavior, bro. A lot of them need to get called that shit. Straight up, bro. I swear a lot of people would be more humble if they were just straight up called losers. At the end of the day, bro, that shit will solve a lot of issues. And if you want an example of this, look at Anthony Edwards' baby mama that tried to freaking get him for 18 years of child support. That woman is a straight loser. Loser. She has probably never been called a loser a day before in her life, bro. And the moment you try to humble a girl, you get called corny. Like, no. Some of y'all need to hear it. Like, what the fuck you sound like and what you look like. You're a loser. If you get in a relationship and all of your exes are toxic, it's the same story, loser. You're a loser. Because I already know you're fucking lying, bro. But at the end of the day, man, that's just my thought. Yeah, this goes into
women lead completely different lives than us. You know, that's just a truism, something that, you know, we will never be on equal footing in terms of the benefits that we receive and then the benefits that that women receive. It's literally just a fact of life. And honestly, man, if it came down to it, if I had the choice to be a man or a woman, I'm going to be a man, because honestly, I don't want an easy life. You know, like, I only want the life where I have to work hard to get what I want, because I'm not, if I had the type of life where I just had everything handed to me, I wouldn't appreciate anything. I'd be a horrible person, you know. But when I work for something, I have a lot more pride in what what I have because, you know, I built things myself, you know? So this whole thing about, you know, women, you know, having equal opportunity, equal pay and stuff, and that, you know, it's like people will say that women deserve to be paid just as much for men, but they don't take the certain jobs that men do. I think we've already been over this, and you know, it's true. Women don't want to go and do the hard jobs, the manual labor jobs, and for good reason, because women don't have the endurance that men have in order to have like the strength, the you know, to turn a wrench, you know, or whatever. It's like they don't have the strength really to work those, you know, 18, 20 hours at a job, you know, lifting heavy equipment, sweating, you know, and just working hard and possibly putting their lives in danger. You know, it's like they'd rather be in an air-conditioned, cushy, you know, job that maybe they can be on the phone, they can be on a computer, they can be nice and comfortable sitting down, and you know, they can get paid, and they don't have to worry about, you know, the harsh reality of, you know, working a double, maybe even a triple shift, and not having anybody to relieve you, you know, and the job still has to be done, and it is what it is. I mean, women take more vacations than men. They get more off days than men. I mean, if a woman needs a mental health day, sure, nobody questions that. But, you know, if a man gets a mental health day, it's like, well, hold on, you know, you're going to need to get like a doctor's note or something like that, because if you're just, I mean, if you're going to be sick or something like that, that's one thing. But mental health day, I don't think that's really a thing for men. Let's see. Sonic says, appreciate the love, brother. Yeah, no problem, Sonic. I sent more videos, brother. I'll take a look for some well-known people for you to talk about. I appreciate you, man. Feeding me a little bit of content tonight. I really don't have. I totally did not have any plans for tonight. I just wanted to talk to my haters. And the haters, man, they're disappointing right now, man. They're not even trying to like give me any type of smoke tonight. I gave you guys the opportunity. You guys all witnessed it. I'm going to be here till 3 a.m. And if no haters come out, then y'all are the cowards. Okay. That's what will be the evidence here. So let's see. We got another link from X. This is going to be including Brian Atlas here from the Whatever podcast. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so volume's up. Okay, let's go back. All right, so the caption says, I wish I had long legs like her. Let's see. Okay, see if the audio's here. Is there no audio? Uh-oh, hold on. Where's my audio? Audio's there. Oh, maybe this doesn't have any audio. Okay, so Brian Atlas, he wrote the caption. It says, this should be a crime. I wish I had long legs like her. Let's see what happens in this. I wish I had her tiny waist. I wish I had abs like her. Don't compare yourself. Wow. The waist trainer. The waist trainer that hides all. It's like, this is like makeup for the hips right here, you know? If you have a little bit of a belly, a little bit of a pooch, it all gets sucked in under this little contraption device right here, you know? It lifts the butt, sucks in the tummy, and yeah, it's an illusion, man. But the thing is, man, a real man doesn't really care about a little bit of baby fat, you know? I don't see one man that would see like a stretch mark and be like grossed out and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be that big of a deal. I think women, they hold themselves to such a high standard that they worry about things that men don't even ever notice. That's just the reality of it. Mine's Sonic came back. He says there's no audio in the video. Okay, perfect. Just making sure my audio wasn't messed up. Excuse me. So Coke Benny came back. He says, wow, I totally forgot about Whatever's existence. You know what? It's funny, man. Like when you don't tune into FNF, the same thing happens. Like you completely forget about FNF, and Whatever is just kind of like the diet FNF in terms of like content and stuff. I haven't seen any viral clips from Reddit from Whatever in a while. So yeah, they kind of fell off, It is what it is. But let's see. Do we got anything else? Let's double check here. Let's see. Brian Atlas. Got some notifications. I never check my X, so I don't know. But yeah, that's Twitter. This woman is showing what women are really doing to make themselves look better online. Well, dude, the thing is, I don't know if you saw this. Wasn't there something about Instagram or one of those? I think it was Instagram. They're not allowing filters anymore. I think that was, I don't know if that was real or not, because there are some women that live and die with filters, and like they were going to start banning accounts that used filters. And I was like, I don't know if that's true or not. I saw that and I was like, oh, dude, some of these ladies out here are cooked if they're going to start banning accounts for filters and stuff, or even using like AI, to make themselves look better. It is what it is though. So Sonic came back. He says, this woman gets humbled when she calls a man ugly. I wonder if I've seen this. I think I might have seen this. Let's check it out. I think I've seen this one, but let's follow it. Oh, I did see this. Let's hold on. You're ugly! What the hell? Now this guy right here, this hat. I was trying to think of who he reminded me of with this hat. Was there a Street Fighter character that had a hat like this? Or was it like what fighting game am I thinking about? Is it like King of Fighters or something? He has this hat and then this hairstyle and whatever like that, and it reminded me of some type of King of Fighters fighter or something, or some character from a video game. I was like, who wears these kind of hats? But yeah, let's rewind it. Let's go back and let's see what she says. So you got this little blondie right here. Looks Maxer Androgenic is going viral on TikTok for frying this bitch. I don't know I don't know internet lingo. What is this? This bitch? The TBS? I don't know what that means. M. Bison. Thank you. That's true. He does look like M. Bison, dude. I was like, dude, I've seen this look somewhere, but I don't know where. It's M. Bison. Thank you, Coke Benny.
You're ugly! What the hell? You're ugly! You're fucking low back. You look at your fucking mid face. You look fucking ugly as fuck. You look fucking absolutely disgusting. I'm serious. You're worthless fucking piece of shit.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing this and I was just like, dude, he sounds a little autistic, man. Like, look how his speech pattern is.
You're fucking low back. You look at your fucking mid face. You look fucking ugly as fuck. You look fucking absolutely disgusting. I'm serious.
It's like, I don't know. His mind was moving faster than his lips. He had so much to say, but it just seemed like he was just spouting off and he was going too fast. But I don't know, man. I don't know if he really got her there. I mean, he really could have done better, I think. But yeah, we got another Looks Maxer out here to give Clav a run for his money. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, man, it's like there are different types for different girls, man. And some girls don't like pretty boys, they just like trolling them. And it's kind of sad, it's like, especially, on the Caucasian community, you got them like chiseling their jaws and, like taking all these like, what's it called? Facial reconstructive surgeries and stuff. And, facial rejuvenations. They're doing all this crazy stuff. And then you got, men in the African American community that are wearing like wigs and spray painting hairlines. And it's crazy because like black men used to complain about, weaves, that women would wear. And now they're wearing weaves. Now they're wearing wigs. So it's just kind of wild. It's kind of weird. And maybe I'm an old man, and I just don't gel with this kind of, looks maxing culture. Honestly, like, I think it's fine to look your age, it's also fine to be healthy. But this whole, like, trying to be everything to everyone, that is a very slippery slope, because I don't think you'll ever find fulfillment in trying to attract every female, because not every female has the same type of taste, It is what it is, but I just think it's kind of a sickness. It's a sickness that some of these guys have to try to be top dog and try to get as many women as possible. It's like, you know, I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with it, but to each their own. Tea and Toast with Ghost came back. He says, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. What does that mean? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. Is that a fighting game? What is that? Crusaders? I don't know. I've never heard of that. Never heard of it. You might have to go into detail what that means. But yeah, that's kind of wild. All right, so let's see. Thank you, Sonic, for that. So let's go to TikTok here. This meme here about women thinking everybody wants her. Well, you know, that's another psychosis that, you know.
I was supposed to have a first date
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's, okay, yeah.
tonight, and he just unmatched me on Bumble, so I guess we're not going to get drinks anymore. But I thought I would show you guys my outfit so somebody saw it. Because I know I'll get questions. My dress is from Eloquy, but I got it from D&Co. My jacket is from ASOS, and my boots are Topshop.
Yikes!
It's a cute look. His loss. I was
I
supposed to
don't
have
know, man. I don't know. Maybe he saw you from across the room and he's just like, hold up. Let's play that one more time without the audio. Let's just, so the thing is, like, this is the issue, you know, with Instagram and, you know, dating apps and stuff like that. They don't necessarily, women are very good at angles. Okay. That's one thing I will say. At this angle right here, she does not look fat. Okay. Her face isn't fat. She's wearing a jacket. Just the way that, you know, the camera is and stuff like that. You only see, you know, a portion of her stomach and chest on the way up. It's very deceiving. Okay. But this is all intentional. Okay. I'm pretty sure this woman probably has 10 to maybe 20 photos on her dating app of just this, of her torso and up. Nothing like below, no full body and stuff like that. And unfortunately, you know, that's not what a lot of guys like. You know, there are some guys that like big girls, but there are most guys that don't, you know, like, I'm sorry, that's just not attractive to us. And that's crazy. Let's see. Coke Benny came back. He says it's an anime. Okay, yeah. See, I don't know anime. I'm a basic dude. I only know Dragon Ball Z. I know Sailor Moon. I know Akira. And when I say these names, I don't mean I've seen the entire animes. I've seen maybe like 1 or 2 seasons or maybe an episode, and that's it. Very, very basic knowledge on terms of anime. So I'm behind. I'm severely behind. Sonic Mindscape came back. He says, that's the wrong video. Oh, shit. It's all good. It was this woman at Best Buy, lol. And then Camp, Cheetos came back. He said, Camp, can you hear me? No, I can't hear you. Are you in the thing? Oh, you're here. No, sir, you're muted. Hold on. Hello. Let's see. Let me change something. Let's go to audio options. Let's see something real quick. Oh, I have it on Windows default headphones. That's not right. That should be something else. Hold on. Custom. Hold on 1 second. I think that's the reason why I can't hear you. 1 second, sir. Windows default, show more. Okay, so my microphone should be this, yes. And then this one should be the speakers. Okay, sir, can you speak now?
Can you hear me now, Camp?
I can hear you loud and clear. How you doing, Ghost?
I'm good.
Good to hear you, sir.
Came around, so
Awesome.
I still can't get my voice to higher pitches, but I sound more normal.
If everybody in the chat can confirm that you guys can hear Ghost, if I need to boost his volume, let me know. I can hear him loud and clear in my headphones. Coke Benny came back. He says he dodged a missile. Dude, that's a Scud missile. Holy shit, dude. That was a dude. Do you think she was like
a Hellfire missile?
Do you think how much do you think she was, man? Maybe like 200 at least? Possibly 250?
What I saw in that video,
Sheesh.
if she's as tall as she actually looks, I mean, if she's tall as she looks, it might even out on her body, but
I'm gonna put
it's
it.
hard to say.
Woof. I just put her on screen. So yeah, I mean, dude, she's kind of big, dude. She's a biggie. She's got some big old hips.
Oh yeah.
Sheesh. The thing is, big girls should not wear squares like that. It just accentuates the bigness, you know? You know how they say like tall people or no, fat people shouldn't wear horizontal lines, or is it vertical lines? I can't remember. I'm not a fashion designer or anything like that, or a fashion person.
Neither
But
am I, but I think if you're like a fat person, you want dark colors, but you also want it like tight.
correct. Yeah.
Was it like, I think if memory serves, I remember hearing that you want it like tight going up and down because it holds things in place more.
Right. You just don't want to have a lot of you don't want to have a print on, at least in terms of like straight lines, because you know the straight lines will go with the curves of your body, and you know if you're slim that could work for you, but if you're fat it could look like like you're looking at a warped picture or something, you know. And I don't know. I don't think squares were a good design choice for her. Sonic came back. He says the missile comment. It's an evil world out there. I mean, dude, we're just calling it like it is. Okay. I mean, this woman put herself out there. I'm sure the comments on this video are probably worse than anything we can think about. Coke Manny came back. He says 200 per ass cheek. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's like. No, dude. I mean, you definitely wouldn't want this woman to sit on you.
What is this? Chaotic good barbarian clenching his cheeks for Pete's sake.
Jesus, dude. And this guy came back. He says the food bill is going to be high, and then you know why he did that. Yeah, good on him, Dan. He dodged it, man. From a 10 to a ton. Jesus. The thing is, I mean, the face was fine. The face looks like every other girl, you know. If she just never went below her shoulders, you know, and just did like a face cam thing, people would be like, yeah, he was an idiot, you know. Like I mean, are you available this weekend or something? Like some people would have said some shit, but the fact
Camp,
is,
are you going to be able to share your screen, or do you want me to?
Oh yeah.
Watching through the live stream.
I apologize, sir. I apologize.
It's
Let me
fine,
go. Let me go.
I'm just making sure that it's.
Let me go ahead and share
working.
my screen, dude. How rude of me. Sorry, man. It's been a while since I've done this Discord thing, but yeah, let's go ahead and. There you go, sir. You should be good now.
There we go.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, like I'm not out here saying no fat chicks, all right? Because I mean, I mean, I'm not going to say every fat chick is undesirable, you know, because sometimes the fat lands where it lands, and it's actually not that bad, you know. But you know, it's got to be in certain places, and you know
Yeah, I mean, from family perspective, I've always carried it around the gut.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I've always had a gut, some sort of belly. I mean, even if I actually flex and hold in, there's still something there.
Yeah.
But I've got a turtle shell.
Oh, okay. I mean, the thing is, man, like guys, dude, we can totally like make up for what we lack in looks, you know, in like usefulness, you know, or brains or funniness, you know, like there's so many things that we can redeem ourselves on our looks, because girls aren't even looking at our looks most of the time, you know, like maybe initially, but something about, you know, a dad bod for some girls, it's just like, dude, like some girls like a dad bod, you know. Some people in the red pill be like, no, that's bullshit. They're just saying that to gaslight you. But it's like, no, it's actually kind of true, you know. Like if you walk around fucking like Diesel, you know, like veins popping out your neck and arms and stuff, some girls don't really find that attractive. They're like, that's kind of nasty, you know, or it's too much.
Well, actually, Camp, looking like that's incredibly unnatural.
Yeah, I mean, some people they feel like they're in danger, you know, like, dude, I don't want to get in an argument with this guy because he might snap my neck.
I mean, there's that, but there's also the fact that a lot of guys like that, their lifestyles are pretty unhealthy. I mean,
Sure.
especially for the bodybuilders who just build muscle and then they go on to do like the whole pageant things.
Yeah, the
They're
spray tans and all
incredibly-
that stuff.
they're incredibly unhealthy. I mean, even Arnold Schwarzenegger hates the modern day, male like flex. Oh, not what is it?
Bodybuilding champions or whatever, like the
Yeah, he
competitions.
can't stand them.
Well, I mean, dude, you got all these guys on, testosterone and all types of gear and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's like shrinking their balls and it's giving them mood swings and making them angry and violent and stuff and unstable. It's like,
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not just that. I mean, Arnold admits that back in his day, they did use steroids, but they didn't go overboard with it.
right. Friday, welcome to the stream, sir. I believe this is the man I was speaking about earlier that wants to do a collab, possibly on Monday. I told him that, if my schedule opens up, I would definitely be up for that. So if you're still down, sir, I'm still down, but welcome to the stream, sir. We do have another video from Mr. Sonic. Let's check this one out. He says, you think this is catfishing or nah? I don't know if this is the same video. Maybe. Let's check it out. Catfishing. Oh, yeah, it's the same video. Hold on, let's go back.
Yeah.
Catfishing, dude. It's tough out here, man, being on these dating apps, dude. It's like these women, they know what they're doing with their angles, man. This woman, think about everybody wants her. Is this the same video? Let's make sure. Okay, different video. Let's check it out. This one here. She got humbled real quick.
Is there audio for this?
Yes.
Best Buy getting a new camera for some content.
Can I get your number?
Oh my god, guys, he wants my number.
Great, for your account, man.
Best Buy getting a new camera for some content.
Can I get your number?
Oh my god, guys, he wants my number.
Great, for your account, man.
Damn.
I mean, this is what happens when you tell men to not approach. It's like, okay, I'll just be professional instead of being interested.
Right. I mean, that's how you can play it off, at least, I mean, it has that double meaning, but it's like, no, I'm just trying to get for your account. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I mean, that's an easy misunderstanding, a little funny. But no, girls getting approached like 100 times a day, and the guy that just wants to get it so he can pull up her account and stuff like that. I can see how you can make that mistake. Sure.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us. Let's see this one here. Big girl misplaced herself in the attractiveness rating. Now, we've seen this before. Big girls calling themselves a 10 because, it's all about confidence, right? It's not about looks. This is where they're wrong, okay? Because when we talk about how do you rank yourself in terms of attractiveness, we're only talking about looks. We're not talking about personality. We're not talking about your college degrees, We're not talking about the amount of money that you bring to the table. We're just talking about looks alone. Like, what would you rate yourself honestly on a scale of 1 to 10? Let's see what she said here.
Yeah, she's a 1.
Oh, by far.
2, 3.
Oh, I've seen these type of videos. So this is where you got like 5 girls and they'll put a, scale from 1 to 5, least 5 being the least attractive, 1 being the most. And then the women sort themselves into who they think is the most attractive. So this should be good. Let's check it out.
Well, I would say 3 and then 4.
3.
Not saying you don't have a personality, but I'm leaning.
Oh, I'm 5 again.
This is 5.
Wow. Okay, so hold on.
Let's see.
This is delusion right here. Holy shit. Okay, so we got the blondie as the most attractive here. Big girl's at number 2. You got the slim black girl in the middle here. You got this girl here that maybe possibly a Latina at number 4. And you got this, Asian girl at the least. Okay, let's see how this one plays out. Coke Benny says he sent a video on Reddit. We shall check that one out. 5 men will now rearrange the ranking. Oh, this is perfect.
You go over there. And then, just shift down.
I think it's great that the women have the earphones on because they can't hear what the guys are saying. They can only see what's going on. So I don't know what's worse. Maybe they should have a blindfold on so they can not see where they're going.
Could you
All right, let's go.
switch with her?
I switch her and her.
Okay, so
go over there.
the Asian girl is moving her way up.
Oh, those two. Okay. All right. And then you over there. You switch. Yeah, that's pretty much.
We're gonna get ripped a new one.
I don't want to be the pointer here.
Guys are not afraid to be more blunt. They were straight up, hey, you're attractive, you're not. But girls were like, I don't want to be rude, you know, we're all beautiful in our own way.
It's so true, man. Women are all about preserving feelings, man. It's all about emotional feelings. That's how women are. That's how they think. They are emotional thinkers, and they're all about preserving the sisterhood and all that shit, you know. Whereas guys is like, dude, did you not understand the assignment here? Of course, yeah, this makes sense.
Sadly, from my perspective, Camp,
Mm-hmm.
Blondie and the black girl can trade places. She screams,
Five.
from my
And now I'm here,
perspective,
so I'm like,
big.
thank you. I don't know.
ego.
It's very interesting.
And
I
also,
feel.
she's not
Not
that
afraid to be more
appealing.
Hold on, I need to see the lineup one more time so I can see what we're talking about. Just gonna try to skip around.
We're gonna get ripped a new one.
They want to be rude, you know, we're all beautiful in our own
It's
way.
the final lineup that the guys showed.
Okay.
From my
So
perspective,
the black girl was at 4, so you're saying put her at 3?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the blonde girl is at 5 or at 4?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you don't go for blondies, huh?
It's not that I don't mind blonde women. It's just that, from my perspective, her looks aren't as pleasant as the black girls.
Gotcha.
You can tell that the black girl's that she's a lot softer.
Mm-hmm. More feminine.
That could just be how she presents herself. But
Sure.
But I'd rather have a softer woman than a woman who looks like she has an incredibly big ego.
Or a chip on her shoulder.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Oh, hold on. We gotta hear what this what number 5 is saying, because I'm sure she's trying to defend her position right now.
I don't know. It's very interesting.
I'm pretty sure
I
she
feel.
I think
is.
when I think of a male viewing me as attractive or not versus a female, it's definitely different. Because in a male setting, if you're judging me, I knew that was going to happen. Like, I'm
Oh
not
God! Can't
stupid.
turn
So
it
like,
off.
I'm a
She's singing herself.
Because we're always gonna act like the way women think we're gonna act, right? And the thing is, okay, in this lineup, the lineup of guys, it could have been like 5 black men, okay? And I'm not just talking about like college-educated black men. It could be like some thugs, okay? This woman at number 5 could possibly move up the ranks in their eyes because, you know, some black guys, they like a thick chick, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's all about who is judging, you know? Like, well, a lot of these guys, they look like, you know,
Where?
some nerds, you know?
Oh, Camp, it's like I said a while ago. A lot of things are perspective.
Sure.
You know, you put 5 country boys in a room like this and you show them a bunch of city girls, you know, they're probably going to pick the girl who's probably at least in some form of in a dress.
Sure. Absolutely.
Because that's kind of their purview.
Right.
Her saying that a bunch of guys who look like they're in their at least maybe early 20s.
Definitely early 20s. I was about to say that, like, you know, probably
Yeah,
her second year of
these
college,
guys were
probably.
way in their early 20s, and you know they're going to pick what they see on whatever they watch as the most attractive. Because for me, I don't like toothpicks, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, I don't either. No, I like a woman that has a little bit of meat on her bones. I don't like Ariana Grande after Wicked. I'm sorry, I can't do it, dude. It's a skeleton with skin now.
Oh yeah.
But before that, you know, she looked great. You know, she was nice and healthy looking, happy looking. Now she just looks like, dude, like she needs a sandwich, dude. It's wild.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's
what you mean.
I don't know what's going on in Hollywood right now. Where like all these actresses, like even that one chick from Stranger Things, Nancy Wheeler, dude, same thing. Collarbone, freaking bony arms, like. You can literally see the joints from the bones in her skin. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Ozempic. I don't know if it's like crack parties or whatever, but something's going on in Hollywood, man, with these actresses, man. And like they are obsessed with just losing weight and not eating. It's not good, man. It's not good at all.
Let's see. Hollywood is always at the crux of a lot of cultural issues. So, Best guess off the top of my head without spending at least 10 minutes thinking about it. More than likely, it's drug use at this stage. Just
Sure.
off the top of my head.
I completely forgot about that. Hollywood parties, man. Like that's just kind of the norm. You know, you're either in the crowd or you haven't been invited yet. You know, so
It's not the Hollywood part. Well, I mean, it is the Hollywood party, but it's also why did I always forget what that place is called off the top of my head, but it's that place in India where a lot of shady shit goes on, but there's a lot of money going around there. I forget what it's called off the top of my head though.
Oh, in India?
Yeah, what is it called?
I don't know. Abu Dhabi?
Oh, it's not Abu Dhabi. God, I forget what it is, but there was a bunch of crap going on out there, and I mean, even Caitlyn Jenner was seen out there, and I forget what it was.
Oh man, Caitlyn Jenner, man. Like I saw a before and after picture for her, and yeah, dude, like she's chopped herself up. I mean, she wasn't that bad, and neither was Kim Kardashian before she started going crazy with the plastic surgery and stuff. Even what's the mom? I forget the mom's name, dude, but yeah, she did a side-by-side photo with Kim Kardashian and the mom, and dude, like the mom looked just as young with all the plastic surgery, and I'm just like, dude, she's gonna be that shiny like lizard person in a couple years, man, and we're not gonna be able to do anything to fix that, you know?
Oh, although I think the thing that's most ironic to me is that Kim Kardashian's father was the guy who actually represented OJ in California for the murder trial for his ex-wife.
Oh, I do remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me go back.
Still think OJ's innocent of that murder, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Even after the book that he put out, If I Did It?
Well,
I thought that was a little gloaty, if you ask me.
Well, the thing that most people the thing that a lot of people don't know about the OJ case is because my dad was down there when that happened. He was in the U.S. Naval Reserve, and when he would go around town and they were talking about it, almost everybody, when he was walking around the streets talking to people, they all told him, this is what happens to people when you don't pay your drug dealers. That's what everyone was saying.
Wow.
Until the slow speed chase when the police were going after OJ.
I remember that, actually. I remember vividly where I was. I was in a McDonald's with my parents and my brother and sister, and we were watching on the TV the white Bronco being chased by the police and stuff. It was everywhere, man. And yeah, I remember that vividly as a child watching that happen. But I'm like, dude, if you're innocent, why are you running? But
well, if you've ever had to deal with police officers, even when you're being respectful, some of them are downright jerks.
I mean, the most that's ever happened is I got a ticket, and that's it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like,
most officers who are out on patrol giving out tickets, most of them aren't looking to haul people in.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's all in the way you handle it. I won't go as far as say that, if I was like a black guy, fully black guy, like no Asian at all, that I wouldn't have a chance to even speak. Like I would automatically have a gun pulled on me and stuff like that. I don't know how. I mean, the thing is, I don't have that type of experience.
Does that without any sort of justification. That's already a big civil rights issue.
Sure, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of videos, man, and the thing is, it's so tough because, the videos you see on TikTok, you don't know where the conflict started and then where the camera started, because the camera usually starts after the person who is being arrested provoked it, but they only capture the part where the cop is like breaking in their window and getting them out of the vehicle and putting them on the ground and cuffing them and all that stuff because...
Yeah, that's what happened with the Floyd case.
Right. So Coke Benny came back. He says, I sent a vid on Reddit. This is the video. It says, don't worry, I won't kidnap you if you're mad ugly. So let's turn on the audio for this one.
Oh, this should be good.
Let's see.
Yo, this guy right here is mad sketchy, bro.
You ain't gotta worry, girl. I won't kidnap you. You mad ugly.
The look on her face.
God damn. He had that shit ready.
You ain't gotta worry, girl. I won't kidnap you. You mad ugly.
Instant humbling. That was a good one. Damn, dude. You know, and
Oh, you gotta love it when people get a nice pie of Huckle Humbleberry pie.
oh my god, dude. It's good to see. I've never seen this video. That's fucking great. Oh man. You know, and that's the thing. You go online, and I think a woman will go online, and she'll get like millions upon millions of people trying to, like, you know.
I gotta go use the restroom. Camp, I'll be right back.
No, it's fine. I'm just talking. But just, you know, a woman will go online and she'll have her profile and she'll just get millions upon millions of people trying to, like, hit her up, trying to see what she's all about, see if they can get in the DMs, private messages, and can we get some photographs and stuff. And then, you know, the woman will take that ego into her real life, and then she thinks every guy that speaks to her is trying to hit on her, and, you know, and yeah, they develop this type of complex. So yeah, this right here is not too far-fetched. You know, I'm not saying this girl possibly has like a pop in Instagram or is on the dating apps and stuff like that, but you know, that stuff kind of gets to your head, you know, and they just get this ego about themselves that, yeah, every guy's out here to get me, and I have to just kind of, you know, make sure I'm safe because, yeah, I mean, a woman's life is completely different than a man's, dude. Let's see. Looks like we got something else from Mr. Sonic here. Sonic, I appreciate you rapid firing these clips here. This woman says that women should put men in the friend zone. Well, I mean, okay, before we even watch this video, I can already tell you the strategy behind this, okay? A woman will look at a man as a resource, okay? If you have him in the friend zone, you can keep him perpetually there to siphon his resources. Whether those resources is dinner dates, or you got a guy that's like a handyman around the house, or just a man that can give you that boyfriend energy, you know? It's like, it's better to keep him in the friend zone because nothing progresses in terms of the relationship, but you can keep him here to siphon those benefits. So I can already tell you where this woman is coming from, but let's watch.
Girl talk. Okay, if you like a guy, the absolute best thing you can do is friend zone him. I am so dead serious about this. But Nikki, I don't want to put him in the friend zone because I really like him. I understand. But the problem with liking someone is that you give them too much credit before they even prove themselves to you. And also, you don't actually really get to know them. You just like this idea of them in your head. But if you friend zone them, then you're actually getting to know the person and see if you really like them. And you get to see if they're persistent enough to try to get out of the friend zone. I wish I knew that sooner because I feel like I would have been less weird around my crushes if I just friend zoned them. Girl talk. Okay. If you
okay, so this is definitely a woman who's definitely been around the block. Obviously, I can say that with full confidence because for her to have this perspective, she's definitely had instances of guys trying, persisting, and failing. You know, and she probably liked that boost of confidence that it was giving her. So she was able to siphon resources, deny the guys any type of access to her, and she gets to reap the benefits. And you know what? That can get a little addicting. I can see how, you know, getting free drinks or free vacations or free clothes, anything like free stuff and stuff, I can see how that can compile, and especially not just with one guy, but with a roster of guys. Yeah, you're gonna have like all these benefits circling around you and stuff. Why would you be pigeonholed to one when you can just friend zone your entire male group and just continue having these benefits go in? This is life on easy mode. Okay. Tea and Toast, are you back? Thought I heard you breathe just now. Okay, so did you get a chance to hear this video?
I saw part of it, but rule one, guys, if she's got crazy eyes, run the hell away. She has that look in her eyes, Camp. I can see it.
It might be the pause screen, but hold on, let's go back.
Girl talk. Okay.
Hold on.
No, she's got it through the whole thing.
If we just listen to her, if we just listen to her without listening to her, like put her on mute and just see her as she speaks, we'll be able to see the craziness. Let's check it out. Oh yeah. So this is a woman that has she thinks she's got it figured out. Okay. So she's willing to share this advice in order to help the sisterhood. And she's like, look, I'm benefiting so much right now. There's enough to go around. Okay. I think I've cracked the code, and this is what you guys need to do in order to be living like me. Okay. That's kind of the look I'm getting from her.
She's barely above average.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to give her a rating, she's probably like a 6. Just right above average. Nothing too crazy, you know? Nothing too outstanding.
From regular, 5.9 or a 6.
Yeah.
Marine Corps, she's scratching it. From the Corps standard, she's scratching maybe a 4.6.
And that's the thing. We're only going off of the face alone, guys. We're not going. We don't really know what the body looks like. That could bring her up a couple points or not. But from what she's saying, this is modern woman right here. This is a modern woman thinking that she has everything figured out. I want to say she's probably maybe 25 at the most. Okay, and she's already thinking like this. This is a woman that's going to be perpetually alone because it's way too beneficial to be alone than to be with just one guy, It's like, why be with one guy when you can have like a whole roster of guys? And this is the problem that is plaguing a lot of modern women, is that they're just like, why settle down? It's like, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like when you put all your eggs in one basket. Why put all your eggs in one basket when you can just get so many different benefits from so many different sources, I mean, this is the life that a woman that lives that's completely outside of like any type of men's like perspective. I don't know men that live like this, that have just a bunch of sugar mamas and they're, everybody has a different purpose to them. I don't think it would. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to work like that. It would. I still have my soul. I do think this kind of wears at your soul the more you do this, in terms of like, taking advantage of people, because that's literally what this is. You're just taking advantage of people.
Unless you're a full-on psychopath, it's not gonna last.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's true. That's very true.
Plus, if you make the same mistake that the people in 08 made, you're bound to crash and burn eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but give it time and your life will crash and burn.
Sure. The free drink stop, you're going to the bars and nobody's buying you anything, the people that you had in your orbit have now starting to pair off with other girls, maybe, and like, the DMs are starting to dry up. Is that when a woman starts to panic and realize, oh, maybe I need to pick a man off the tree, one of those male beta orbiters, whatever, and see if I can give him a shot, last ditch effort, last train leaving.
Do that.
Sure.
And there's even a couple of videos out there of like the street interview guys. I don't know if they're real or not, because some of those are real, some of them aren't.
Yeah.
But they go around asking, "Hey, do you think you could call one of your friend zone guys and get it?" And, get them up
every time, dude. Every time the guy's just like, "Sure, I'm down. Let's go." Like, where are you at right now?
Some of them are, and there's like a couple where the girl gets brutally shut down. He's like,
right.
I waited for you for like 3 years. I'm done waiting. Bye. Don't call me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's always good to see like the contrast with that, because, the majority of the guys that are, single in the friend zone, they are pining for her. They maybe are just like too scared to make a move or something, or they're just biding their time and stuff. And I mean, sure. I think that's a very, I wouldn't say normal thing, but it does happen a lot.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it also depends on the guy's idea of a mating strategy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a guy who's so used to rejection, it's like, what's one more for the pile?
Yeah.
Then there's also if the guy is so used to getting attention that, he's trying to milk the women instead of him getting milked.
Right.
It always varies.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I grew up so much without female attention or girls trying to get my attention. I just don't care.
But I mean, you would be able to see it coming, a woman trying to manipulate you from a mile away. I would think now, because you've had your life experience, and you've seen how women can be. So when you see a younger woman, a woman that's like in her like early 20s trying to run game, you're going to be able to spot that from a mile away. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I made a friend, and even she admits there are times where if she's out clubbing, her and her I'm not going to talk about her and her husband's relationship. I don't agree with it, but they like what they have. But she'll sometimes, if she's a little bit on the less money side, she'll let some guy who's been eyeballing her all night buy her a drink. And I told her, you know, if he's going to be that stupid, you might as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't particularly like guys getting fleeced, but at some point, you've also got to be able to stand up for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be accountability on the male side too. I mean, know when you're being played and know when to pull out when, you know, you realize that this is not going to go anywhere, you know? So, look,
I mean, so I don't really care much. If I go out, I'm having fun with the Emperor, and we're just grooving. Although the last time I went out with him, he actually got a girl's number.
Yeah.
Although it was kind of a surprise to find out she was active duty in the Navy. So when we actually started talking to her about naval ships and other things, it was actually a pleasant conversation.
Well, it's good to have common interests. I will say that. This is the next one. This one says, hold on. This is why girls put guys in the friend zone. This might be enlightening. Let's see if we can get the audio for it.
Because we don't like them, they're too nice.
Let's go back.
Why do girls put guys in the friend zone?
Because we don't like them, they're too nice.
What's wrong with being nice?
We like toxic.
What type of toxic?
Don't reply.
Why do girls put guys in the friend zone?
Because we don't like them.
This is the common, like, you know, act like you don't care. Act like it doesn't matter if you get rejected or whatever. And, you know, that kind of carefree attitude kind of like it takes the woman off the pedestal. And she's like, whoa, this guy isn't like every other guy. You know, he's willing to walk away and not be bothered about it. You know, when a guy can have that type of attitude, it kind of creates that intrigue. Whereas if you're like always available for a girl or willing to, you know, make plans and stuff and go through all this effort and stuff. Yeah, I can see how, you know, some girls are just like, it's a little too easy. You know, I think women like a challenge as well.
Some women do. I mean, it also kind of depends at where she's at in her life.
True.
Because a lot of the younger women like the toxic guys because they like a project. But as women get older, they don't want the project guy anymore. They want the stable guy.
Yeah, they want the guy that's kind of like already built himself up, you know, and doesn't need to impress anybody. You know, he's just there to, you know, work hard and provide and stuff. And you know, he makes enough money to be able to provide for a family, and he's ready to, you know, settle down. He's not really trying to lose it all in one night, you know? So,
yeah.
Yeah,
from my perspective, that is very dependent on where you are, how old she is, and a couple other things, Camp.
No, sure. I mean, that's another thing about pairing off. You know, it's like being at the right place in your life. It means a lot, you know, because I think, you know, people get together just off of like attractiveness alone, and that typically never really works out. You usually have to have like similar life paths, similar goals and stuff. Like you both want to have a family to be able to settle down and, you know, start building a life together. But if one person is like, dude, I'm hot shit online. Okay. You know, I'm a hot commodity and it's actually a come up for you to be with me. If one person feels like that, like it's always going to be a power struggle, dude. Like it's never going to be something where you see eye to eye. And this person's always the person that is like in demand, like at least in their brain, is always going to be like, dude, I could take you or leave you because I'm a come up for you. You know, it's the ego, you know, and you know the ego is very strong in youth for the most part.
For the guys who are successful, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But guys like me, it's take it or leave it, honey.
Right. Right.
And at this stage in my life, after everything I've been through, it's very much take it or leave it. You don't like it, doors that way. Don't care.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, man. A lot of guys out there are not willing to walk away, man. They're willing to take what little bit crumbs they can get out here because it's tough. You know, people don't really have mouthpieces anymore, man. They just have profile pages, and they're just hoping to God that, you know, that they can stand out and maybe possibly have some form of compatibility, you know, when it's like, look,
You're never going to find compatibility online unless it's, especially on dating apps, because the thing is dating apps have been so dehumanizing that it's basically the best profile picture wins
oh yeah,
in a lot of cases.
yeah. And a lot of that stuff is just filtering to your OnlyFans, you know, because women are just using it for a funnel. You know, they're not even using it for anything. If anything, it's an ego boost. You know, it's like they'll string along a bunch of guys thinking that they're going to have some dates, whatever, and then they just never show up. You know, it was just an ego thing. They just wanted to have their mood boosted. You know, they just wanted to feel wanted, and
They want their dopamine hits.
exactly. You
I
know.
mean,
And guys are
I
out
mean,
here
in a
thirsty,
way-
man. The guys are out here thirsty. They're starving, you know, and they just want they want to make a genuine connection. And I'm not saying there aren't women out there too that are trying to make a genuine connection.
It's funny. I did a
but, yeah.
video about that. I basically compared online dating to drug usage because basically all these women are chasing the dopamine highs. That's all they're chasing.
Well, the grass is always greener, right? The world's a big place, you know?
Not like this camp, because the grass is greener is the mentality that the next guy I jump to is going to be better than the last one. Then this is where you start getting the Frankenstein's monster. Oh, he has to be as good looking as Chad was.
Got to make
His
$500K
thing has
a
to be
year.
big. Yeah, that's where you start getting the Frankensteining.
Yeah.
But the women who exist on social media, who well, not social media, but who go through the dating apps, they're addicted to the dating apps the same way that you get hooked on things like crack and blow.
Yeah, it's the instant validation, right? You know,
It's
flooding of DMs and people just trying to pine for your attention. I would think if I were a woman and that was like constantly being fed to me and stuff, yeah, dude, I'd think I was hot shit. Nobody could tell me nothing.
Well, that's part of it, but what I'm talking about is how this affects your dopamine receptors. I need to do a video about this, but in a nutshell, the brain rewards you for certain things. Like if the brain says you're hungry, go eat something, what does the brain release when you start eating? Dopamine.
Sure.
So basically it's base. Have you ever seen Adam Ruins Everything? There was an episode where he talked about casinos, and that actually orchestrates the point.
I used to watch some of his stuff. He's good. I know he's not around anymore, but yeah, I do remember watching some of his stuff.
But there was an episode where he was talking about going into casinos, and it was basically they use the whole flashing lights stuff. And it's basically using your dopamine receptors to keep you hooked in, and the dating apps do the same thing. It's okay, you're on the dating apps. You know, it's swipe. You get your dopamine rush. I mean, it's basically the same way that you get hooked on crack, blow, and even sugar works the same way.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, dude. Because I mean, aren't these dating apps? Aren't they charging you for being on there as well? Like in terms of like, because you can only swipe so much or something like that, and then you have to there's a cooldown period or something like that.
Tinder, they literally all have premium statuses that you have to pay for, and I don't use dating apps. I mean, the most thing I would use is Facebook dating, but even then, it's just,
I've never used a dating app, and I've only heard horror stories of people that have. So that's my limited perspective about it. I can only imagine, like how bad it's gotten in the last 5-10 years and stuff. You know, because shit, I remember what was that one dating app they had? Plenty of Fish, like, and then was a Christian Mingle, and I'm sure these are still going. But
Oh, they are. I mean,
yeah.
eHarmony's still around.
eHarmony, that was another one. Match.com.
Actually, eHarmony was one of the first ones because I was like, what? I think I was like 14 or 15 when they started having those eHarmony commercials.
Yep. Yeah.
I always hated them. Although later, when I found out that the guy who founded eHarmony, his wife left him for somebody she met on eHarmony.
Wow.
I thought that was funny.
Ironic, huh? That's kind of crazy, dude. Damn. Like
Got a good chuckle out of that.
Yeah, dude, that's wild, man. It's like the thing you create is how you lose, your actual relationship. Damn, he was just trying to help somebody and he ended up, screwing himself over. Shit.
I mean, that's actually the crazy thing, Camp, is that originally the dating apps actually worked. eHarmony and Match, you actually got to match up and meet people. Nowadays, you're lucky if you're a guy. You're lucky to actually get one that may actually lead to a date.
Well, they have a lot of AI profiles now, right? A lot of
yeah,
it's kind of been flooded now.
I mean, from my research that I did on the one video, there wasn't, no one could actually put an estimate to it, but according to some of the polls that I saw, most people assume that about 65% are all AI scam profiles. Then you have like somewhere between 10 and 15% that are like actual scammers working the dating apps.
Oh man.
And then there's like another like 10%. It's just OnlyFans women like, come to my OnlyFans, come to my OnlyFans.
The sales funnel. Yeah.
And then beyond that, it's either women who are using the apps to boost themselves up, make themselves feel better, or they're women who are like, I'm looking for the most attractive man.
That doesn't exist. That doesn't, they basically have all these unrealistic standards that nobody can meet. He's like the 0.001%. And she's just holding out for hope, because women are very optimistic. They're like, why can't I just have what I want? The world's a big place. There's got to be somebody that fits into this category, there's a little bit of level of delusion there. And and the thing is, who doesn't want the best of the best? Okay. I think with men, there's a range of women that we can be attracted to, and women, there's just a certain level that they just will not go below, So,
well, think about the woman who does bottle service in Las Vegas, where you've got multi-millionaires coming in, buying bottles of champagne and wine. She sees this and it's like, I want that. But it's like, you're a 35-year-old single mother of two with two different fathers.
Yeah. God. Yeah.
You look at this and it's like, you're not even on his register. You're just the bottle girl that pours his drink.
And you know what? This is a sad fact. A lot of women that have kids that are in the dating market, they don't understand how they can't find a decent man that doesn't want to just have them for fun for a night. They're like, why won't any men step up to be a stepfather? It's like, for that exact reason. Men want to have a legacy, but they don't want to continue someone else's save game.
Well, there's that, but there's also the fact that, if you're a guy and you walk into a house, you expect to have some measure of authority.
Correct.
And, this isn't like Eric Cartman's, you respect my authority. This is, I'm stepping in, where either A, guy left, B, she chased him off, won't admit it.
It's always going to be her side that you got to deal with. You can't hear the other man's side. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to hear what his side of the story is.
She was the victim.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna hear. So most guys who walk in, most guys who actually have half a brain cell will be like, okay, maybe. Most guys are just like, oh yes, 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 whatever you want. Box, 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 box.
That's it. That's it. You know, and you know, you say whatever it takes to get in and get out. You know, and like, yeah, I see that you got kids and stuff like that. That's not a big deal, baby. You know, I still think you're hot. You're a hot mama. You know, but that's the thing. It's like, it's like, look, a man will have his objective, and he's just there to complete the objective. You know, and. Women, I mean, the thing is, it's like there are some guys out there, because I've met some guys that, you know, have taken on some other man's kids, you know, and then they have, you know, their kids from a previous relationship, and then it becomes a blended family. I see it happen all the time, you know, but then you got guys that have no kids that get with women that have kids, and they're like, well, you got to understand that I'm not trying to stick around for the baggage. I'm trying to get in, get out, you know.
Oh yeah.
So it's, I mean, no hard feelings, you know, but this is just I'm just running the game on you like a woman would run game on a guy.
Yeah.
Giving you false hope.
Out of everybody who you hear about the whole step-parent situation, I think Gabriel Iglesias was the only one who I think was actually the most successful.
Oh, he was a stepdad?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
His son Frankie isn't his biologically, but he was with, I remember hearing her name once, but his girlfriend for the longest of time, he was with her for a very long time. And
like, was her kid like still young when he got with her?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I can see how that can kind of work, you know, because like the kid, you've been with the kid, you know, ever since he was a baby and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of it's a little bit different than, you know, a teenager, you know, like, you're not my dad kind of situation, you know, like, I don't think any guy wants that.
I think when him and her got together, I think he said Frankie was like 6 or 7.
Well, I mean, it could, see, that's the thing. When they're that age, it could go either way, you know?
And it also helped him that that Frankie's biological father was not a good father to him.
Yeah.
He could actually move into the father role and actually be a father.
Yeah. Break the cycle, change things around, you know, show him that there's a better way, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we got another video here. How to friend zone a guy without being mean. This is laying guys down easy. This woman's about to educate us. So let's see.
Hair and the stain on my shirt. Okay. Welcome to how to friend zone a guy in 5 steps. Okay, because a lot of you guys were asking me, Trinity, how do I friend zone a guy? I don't want to be mean. Okay, listen, I get it. I've had to friend zone basically every guy friend I've had, except for like one. So that's fine, and I'm actually a master at friend zoning. Let's just get into how to friend zone a guy in 5 simple steps without being mean or messy, okay? Because at the end of the day, we don't want to hurt their feelings or make anyone feel bad. We just want to say our truth. So step 1, feel out the vibe. How do we do this? Is he flirting with you? Is he texting you a lot? Is he giving you more than friend signals? And you're like, oh God, I'm not feeling this. Like, I just want to be friends with you. Like, it's not my fault I'm so sexy. Like, I get it. Assess the vibe, because you don't want to friend zone a guy who's not trying to get with you.
Honey, you're maybe a 6. But first things first, I can see how well the light's shining off. Take off the makeup and actually let us see what you really look like.
Sheesh, man. The ego, man. I can hear it. You know, the thing is, she's got a lot of experience. Okay? She's got a lot of experience to the point where she thinks that she's the authority on how to friend zone. So what does that communicate to us as guys? You know? She's had to friend zone every guy that she's known except for one. And that one guy that was able to get through, you know, was he persistent, or was he just the Chad that she was all about? You know, I don't know, man. You can't.
Or did he friend zone her and was like, I'm not interested.
Turn the tables, yeah, and then she was starting to chase him. See, that's the thing, man. If you flip it on him, that might be the key right there. You know, and like I said before, man, if you act like you don't care, and you're just like, look, I can take you or leave you, man. I got so many other chicks on deck. You know, what makes you so goddamn special? you know? You know, I'm saying you got to say it just like that, but you know, you got to have that type of attitude or that type of energy. And they're just like, now they're competing for you. They're competing for your attention. Dude, look at Duke Dennis. Look at all these girls online that are just wanting to get with Duke Dennis for his time and stuff like that. You know, it's like this guy is, you know, he's confident, you know, he doesn't give a fuck. And he's got this energy that all these girls are just like going crazy and really showing their true colors that, you know, like they're like, yeah, you know, this one girl in particular, I saw this video recently. She's like, yeah, Duke Dennis is like, he's afraid to collab with me, whatever, because I'm so hot and all this stuff. I have this huge following and, you know, I wouldn't want to throw him off and da 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 da. And I was like, that's crazy, man. It's like women are really out here with their egos saying that he's afraid to collab with me because he's going to end up falling in love kind of shit. And I'm like, this is wild, dude. It's just funny. Like it's like it's borderline comedy, but they're not trying to be funny. They're just speaking, you know, because, you know, women, they just speak with, you know, like a stream of consciousness. They're not really thinking about what they're saying. So they don't really realize the effects of, you know, their perception of what people will think after this whole ego check here. But let's continue. Sonic came back. He says, lol, she's the master of friend zoning. That's, yeah, laugh my ass off. That says a lot to me. That communicates so much. And, you know, she couldn't count how many men that she friend zoned. You know, she ran out of fingers. I don't know if she's got her toes out, but it's basically every guy, you know. She's so sexy, according to her.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
I mean, I think it's cool to have confidence, but you know, this
there's confidence and then there's just arrogance.
This is not. I was gonna.
Arrogance.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, I guess there is a thin line, but no, it's funny. It's funny to watch these young girls try to be an authority on something.
Well, Cam, confidence is I walk into a room and it's not everybody just is staring at me. No, it's I walk into the room and your presence is known. Arrogance is walking in and it's like everybody's staring at me.
Right. And, you know, culturally, there's a lot of men, you know, especially like Iranian men that think they're God's gift to women. Like every woman wants them. And it's funny. It's almost kind of pathetic, you know, in a way, because the way that they carry themselves and the way they speak to women, they're just like, you know, they have this thought that I could have her if I wanted her. And I mean, I don't know, man. I guess that's just you shooting your shot at everybody and something might hit, you know, or maybe nothing will hit. But it's like, I don't know. I couldn't live like that. I couldn't. It's just too much work.
Are you shooting slug, buck, or bird? Because there's a very big difference here. Man.
No, it's true. No, it's true. I don't believe in trying to be everything to everyone, you know, and then that's even in more ways than one. Not even in terms of like attraction, but just being a relatable person online. You know, I don't try to appeal to everybody because I know that's impossible. So this whole thing of like building up my community and stuff like that. Yeah, I only want to be around. I only want people to come and hang out with me, to the people that, you know, are cool with me and stuff. If you want to be a hater, that's cool too. But I hope you understand that there is there's an expiration date on that, you know, because I will engage with a hater until they get tired. You know, it always happens like this. They never have enough smoke. They never have enough.
The big problem with most people who hate on others is that their arguments are never good. I mean, I remember being on stream with VillaTube, and he kept going in circles, and I remember thinking, come on, man, you got to have more than this besides fresh and fit here.
Yeah, it just seemed like, dude, we had really we struck a nerve, you know, with all of our content in terms of, you know, we were attacking his heroes, and those heroes are an extension of himself and his personality and his outlook, man. And basically an attack on Fresh and Fit is an attack on him as far as he's concerned, you know. And but, you know, I think we had our opportunity to really sort things out. I don't know if it's fully squashed. Don't ask me, but I will say that I don't think the hatred that he had was as strong as it was before. It was a lot stronger before because I don't know if he knew that I was ever going to reach out to him and be like, bro, you can come on the platform anytime, man. We can literally sort it out like men. It's no big deal, But I think in doing that, it kind of deflated his whole angle that he had, in terms of like straight hating, This guy was out here making AI videos and shit. Like he was really putting in some effort.
Well, I mean, I've heard there is a difference between a dude who hates you and there's a woman who hates you. Because if you bring out a dude who hates you and he actually is willing to listen, you can actually get your point across and it diffuses him. Most women who hate you, they will, because it's all emotional for them, they'll just ride you until they run out of steam. I mean,
True.
there's that
Yeah.
famous, I don't know if it's famous, but it makes its rounds on shorts, is the Tom Likas interview with the single mother who he lets on the radio, and she starts giving Tom Likas crap about how her ex-husband doesn't pay child support and he also physically assaulted her. And she left, and he just simply points out, really, what happens when you pick a man like this? What happens? And she's like, no. And it's like, well, he is right. You picked this guy. You had a kid with him. You married him.
Gave him the highest honor, man. Giving him a legacy. That had to mean something at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, I know Tom Likas isn't who he was when he was there in the early 2000s, but, it was actually a really good point that she picked the guy, she married him, she had a kid with him, and, his whole point was you picked a deadbeat, irresponsible, abusive loser to have a kid with.
Yeah.
Come on. Have, that, rice grain of just accountability and admit to yourself you picked the wrong person.
Well, that's the toughest thing, isn't it? Right there, being able to take accountability for your actions
and swallow your pride.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think that's something that's not easy for most women, I mean, and be able to, just accept the fact that, yeah, I did pick him, and I did believe that he could be changed or I could fix him or something like that. It's like, no, all the signs were there. You just ignored it.
Yeah.
You chose to ignore it because, whatever reason. Every reason's different.
And that's like a woman saying how much she loves not Myron, Fresh, how much she loves Fresh, and it's like, have you not seen the line of escorts walking out of the bedroom or the porn stars?
Oh my God. Fresh did say something. I'm not going to really pull it up on screen because I read it earlier. He said he would rather not send his daughter to college and he would rather send his son to war. Period.
Sadly, with the way colleges are becoming, instead of a bedrock of actual institutional and academic thought and rigor, they're becoming more of a politicized, what's the best way to phrase this? A politicizing drone machine.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why there are a lot of people who say if you go to college, you go strictly for STEM, science, technology, engineering, math.
Yeah.
And you want to change the world, you go to STEM.
Everything else is useless, communications degree or whatever. Women's studies, African American studies.
Gender studies now.
Gender studies. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, it was originally women's studies, but it's now gender studies.
Right. A little bit more broader. But no, I mean, that's the thing. Somebody said the rule of thumb, anything that has studies after it is not going to make you money. I mean, I heard them say that. I was like, that's fucking funny.
Sadly, it's the truth, Camp. I mean, do you know how many graduate from college with psychology, sociology?
No, it's true.
And those degrees, unless you're actually going into counseling, you might as well take that degree paper, rip it up, and use it as toilet paper. Because there's just so many people out there who have them.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Can't
crazy.
do anything with it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of social workers, they like it if you have psychology degrees or a sociology degree. But the big problem is that there are so many women who have it that it's a minefield.
Right. And, you know, it's tough to find a job because it's just so saturated. And, yeah, I mean, if you're not like top of your class and all that stuff, there's no differentiating yourself from the next client that has the exact same degree. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the reason why I went to chemical engineering outside of my military MOS.
Yeah. Let's see what this woman has to say, man. I'm sorry that I cut her off, man. Let's start from the beginning.
We're both taking digs at her. I mean, come on.
Yeah, she might have some gems here. Let's give her a shot. Let's see.
Things we're ignoring: my hair and the stain on my shirt. Okay. Welcome to How to Friend Zone a Guy in 5 Steps, okay? Because a lot of you guys were asking me, Trinity, how do I friend zone a guy? I don't want to be mean. Okay, listen, I get it. I've had to friend zone. Basically,
humble brag.
every guy friend I've had, except for like one.
That is not a
that's
brag.
fine, and I'm actually a master friend.
I'm saying to her that was a humble brag. She's just like, it is what it is, guys.
If she's from California, it makes sense. Or New York. I've heard New York is worse than California.
Sure. No, it's a whole different ballgame, you know, like, but yeah.
Let's just get into how to friend zone a guy in 5 simple steps without being mean or messy, okay? Because at the end of the day, we don't want to hurt their feelings or make anyone feel bad. We just want to say our truth. So, step 1, feel out the vibe. How do we do this? Is he flirting with you? Is he texting you a lot? Is he giving you more than friend signals? And you're like, oh God, I'm not feeling this. Like, I just want to be friends with you. Like, it's not my fault. I'm so sexy. Like, I get it. Assess the vibe, because you don't want to friend zone a guy who's not trying to get with you. Then you just look egotistical, and that's just embarrassing. So really make sure that he likes you. Even if you're a little unsure, look for clues so you're not guessing. Another thing you can do if you don't know is saying like, I love hanging out with you, like, as friends. I love being friends with you. Boom, that's planting a seed gently, just in case he does feel more than friends with you. And that's early on. Step 2, you need to choose the right moment to friend zone him, okay? Listen, because guess what? People remember the way you make them feel more than what you said. So you can make him feel safe and like comfortable while you're friend zoning him. He's gonna resent you less, which is better for your friendship in the long run. So pick a time when you guys are both calm, not mid-convo at a party or a football game. Do it in a place where maybe it's just y'all two, somewhere private, so he doesn't have to feel embarrassed in front of people. Oh, do it in person too. Say, I wanted to say something because I respect you
that's
and I
half
never
smart.
want to lead.
I mean, this is basically just, it sounds like it's just years of experience here, you know, like she's had to do this, and she's probably had a lot of guys possibly get aggressive, possibly maybe destroy some stuff, you know, maybe fight another man or something like that. And she's like, look, I don't want to cause any issues, you know, because I'm not willing to settle down with anybody right now. Here's the most amicable way that you can do it without getting anything destroyed, getting anybody fought and locked up. You know, I mean, I'm sure she's probably experienced some stuff like this. So she's like, I feel like, you know, I need to do a PSA to, you know, stop these guys out here, because, you know, love makes you do crazy things. You know, that's a very true statement. And, you know, there's nothing worse than unrequited love, you know? So let's keep going.
You want. Okay, that's what you're gonna say. Okay, step 3 is you're gonna drop the gentle bomb. Okay, you're just gonna say how you feel clearly and kindly, because clarity is kindness in the situation. Okay, and guess what? It's easier to lie and lead a guy on because that's easier for us, because rejection is uncomfortable. But guess what? It's not better for him, because you are one, playing with his time, and men really respect their time sometimes, and you just don't want to waste.
Sometimes, all the time. What are you talking about? Sometimes. Well, I guess she's talking about simps, right?
Probably.
Simps that have an infinite amount of time to waste and pine for you and wait for you. That makes sense for a simp, but most guys value their time and their resources, and they don't want to waste their time on a girl that just wants to be friends, you know? like you take a girl out to like a really nice restaurant or something like that, or you take her to have an experience or something that, you know, you would possibly, it's a memory that, you know, it's maybe, you know, you're thinking this is the beginning of a relationship, and then she hits you with, you know, I really appreciate, you know, having this experience, whatever, but I just think we'd be better off as friends. And be like, dude, I feel like you just raped me for my time. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I mean, you should have said this before we even went. You know? Would have saved a whole lot of time. But the thing is, a woman is always going to be looking out for those resources and experiences and stuff. And if it means, she says, you know, don't lead a guy on, but that literally is what it is. You know, she's just, they're leading on through omission. They're not telling you everything because they want to gently let you down after they've had that experience. It seems like it kind of benefits their party, you know, more in the end. And, you know, it's easy to say like, okay, you know, like, I don't know if this is going to work out, you know, but, you know, when she says don't do it too early, don't do it before the bill hits. Don't do it before the bill is paid, you know. It's like, wait until you're in the car and he's dropping you off at the home, and then you can say that shit. That seems like, I don't even know what she's going to say, but I can already tell you that's probably in the realm of what she's going to say. She's like, wait until you get the benefits first, you know? She's probably not going to say it like that, but, you know, we can read between the lines in here, and, you know, you're going to position yourself to where, you know, you still can get the benefits from this guy, but you're going to, you know, make sure that you hold him at a certain distance so he doesn't think that he can just... Now he has full access to your body and all that stuff like that, when that's not something you've ever had, you know, in mind, whatever. You just like, no, we can be friends, you know, squash it, but
gotta have that leash, Camp. Gotta,
right.
You know,
gotta dangle the carrot.
Slide it, gotta move it back, gotta move it forward.
Exactly.
So you just gotta make sure you get that free dinner.
Well, that's the thing, dude. This is a dating strategy. Okay. It's like girls will do this on dating apps and just lead guys on, you know, the ones that actually...
Not a dating strategy, it's a resource strategy.
Yes, well, I mean, that's a better way of saying it, but yeah, I mean, that's literally what it is. It's like, and you know, you got guys for certain things, you know, like dinner dates, you know, boyfriend energy, you know, shopping, you know. So it just seems like after a while, you're doing this for so long, you just start breaking men into different categories, you know. And I mean, guys need to wise up. Unfortunately, I mean, the girls are just putting it all out there because they're like, dude, are guys really going to listen to us? You know, are they listening at all? But it just, I don't know. It sucks because we can say this online and on a podcast and stuff like that. But when it comes to actually like putting it into action, I think that's where the disconnect happens, because I think there's a lot of guys out there that as soon as they're put in that situation, they're just led by their dicks, unfortunately. You know, and the dick is the dreamer of the relationship. You know, he's like, maybe I can make this happen.
Did you see that Bill Burr skit, Camp? Is that what you're referencing here?
Oh yeah, I have seen that. Your dick's a dreamer.
Yeah,
man. Well, maybe, you know. But Bill Burr also said, he's like, you know, if you're single for a while, you know, there's a switch that happens in your head, you know, where before you have a little bit of a filter, you're like, don't say that, you know, you might do whatever, until, you know, you're just like, fuck it, just say it, who cares? You know? That is a true thing. Okay, that is a true thing about being a guy who's single for, you know, I guess, you know, a couple years, or maybe even like, you know, 5+ years. You know, you start not really giving a fuck. You know, because you're like, dude, it is what it is, man. Take it or leave it, you know. And I think it is funny, but it's true. That's why it is funny. So
anybody's time or feelings. So what you're gonna say, you can say something along the lines like, you are a great guy and I really value our connection, but I just don't feel this on a romantic level. Don't say yet, because you don't want to give him false hope. That's all you're gonna say. Guess what? It doesn't matter. You are not in charge of how he reacts to that. You are only in charge of what you say, okay? Then you're gonna set the boundary. Let him know that that wasn't a flirt, that wasn't a tease, like you are seriously friend zoning his ass. Say like, I totally understand if you need space, but I wanted to let you know so it doesn't feel like I'm leading you on. Boom, guess what? You are a puppy, a dear, a gentle being, and you are actually in the right in the situation, because you're telling him that you don't want to lead him on, and that means you are in the right in the situation. Okay. Step 5, step back. Give him time and space to process what happened. Don't be texting him and be like, I'm so sorry again for what I said. No, you're not sorry. You're actually not sorry because this is better for both of y'all in the long run. All you have to do is be honest before it's too late. That's your only responsibility here. Saying I just want to be friends isn't rude. Leading someone on is rude. That's all I have to say. Okay, you guys stay sexy, amazing. You got this. Things we're ignoring.
Okay, so I mean, I kind of called what she was saying, you know, like string a guy along, you know, a little bit, but when she says, you know, I'm not ready to be anything like just friends, you know, and then she said that she's like, don't say yet, you know, because you don't want to give him false hope. It's like, okay, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that, you know, she's willing to just kind of put her foot down and kind of be strong about it, you know, not really like, don't backtrack because, you know, that's the worst thing you could do. If you're not feeling it, the best thing to do is to kind of be upfront, you know, some guys are going to take it bad. Some guys are going to handle it well. I think it's kind of, it's good to get this stuff out early than, you know, months down the line and you're just in a routine of just spending money on this person and it's just you're just spinning your wheels, you know, you're not getting anywhere. So I think it's kind of good. It's kind of good to be upfront and honest, but it is all in how, you know, you do it, you know. But
yeah, I mean, this is part of the reason why I say if it's a zero-sum game, don't play. You get better odds with Dark Souls, Bloodborne, or Elden Ring.
Oh man, I mean, it's true, man. Apparently this woman cheated, but she's claiming to be a 10. All right, here we go.
But I'm a fucking 10.
Okay, wait, whoa. Let's just go off of initials, okay?
But I'm a fucking 10.
Okay.
It looks like she has Down syndrome.
That's let's read the caption. My wife of 5 years explaining she's 10 and I'm only a 2 because she got caught on Tinder. Oh man, I need to drink some water. Holy shit. I can't believe my eyes.
She looks like she has Down syndrome, for Pete's sake.
Oh man. I mean, where do you start? Where can we start here?
Let's see. She looks like she has Down syndrome. She's at least 60 pounds overweight, judging by how her stomach is sticking out.
Just hanging over. Yep.
Yeah, and let's see. She's got at least partial sleeves on her arms. For some guys, that's a yes. Some, it's a no. For me, it always depends on, is it actually significant to you? If it's, I felt like it and it was a crazy weekend in Miami, no.
She seems like the type that would have kind of like a Spring Break 98 type tattoo, or maybe even like a tramp stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Tats are going to be a no for me just looking at her. Tats are going to be a no.
Mm-hmm. Delusion. She's delusional. I mean, she's got this whole, like, I'm a 10 just because. That's crazy. I mean, no, that's crazy.
Her, judging just the face set screams, I have one hell of an attitude.
Yeah, I mean, it's initially off the jump, she's like she's not even a 2. She's like a 1 or a 0, whatever you want to call it. I mean, for me, I mean, it might be different for everybody else, but she's a 0. She's invisible. She's a no-go. Hold on. Sonic came back. He says, so you agree with, hold on. So you agree with her friend zoning a guy. Okay. So I don't think guys should go for girls that don't want relationships with them. Okay. I think it's perfectly okay. I mean, if you were to flip it, Sonic, say like there's an unattractive girl, a girl that you do not find attractive at all. Okay. This girl right in front of you, right here, this, you know, whatever, she wants something with you, but you don't want anything with her. How do you do that? I mean, you like, look, we can be friends, you know, but like, I just don't feel anything romantic towards you. I don't think I ever could, you know? And I mean, I don't know however you want to say it, but it's like, if you were to flip that, like, that's okay. You know, you don't have to go for every girl, and not every girl has to go for every guy. And I mean, to be completely honest, I wouldn't want to be with a girl that goes for every guy. you know, or every guy that tries. If a girl has a little bit of discernment, I think that's fine. A girl that wants to friend zone a guy, I mean, I don't agree with the whole like stringing a guy along, giving him hope that he possibly could, you know, have a relationship. There are some girls that think that they can be friends with guys, and there are some guys that think they can be friends with girls and stuff, you know? So, I mean, I think it all depends on the individual, but if a guy is trying to pursue a girl that has no romantic interest in him, then the guy kind of needs to wake the fuck up, dude. Like, it's almost kind of accountability for men is like, dude, if you're willing to allow yourself to be put in this situation, you kind of deserve it. You know?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's accountability for men.
Yeah, I mean, you know, to be frank here, Sonic, it kind of depends on the situation. If you're rolling up and this girl's just like, "Hi, nice to meet you," and you're both just being friendly, you know, she's filling you out for whatever she has in mind. And sadly, you're not gonna know what someone's intentions are until they spell it out to you. And you know, most women run with the idea that every man wants a piece of her when that's not the case.
That's true.
So I mean, it's all the variables are all dependent. So, you know, well, I mean, you know, just for example, woman on the screen, would some guy who's desperate enough hit it and just bounce?
Absolutely. Without a doubt, without a second. You know, it could be a slow Tuesday, could be a couple drinks, man, under the belt, man. I mean, absolutely. You know, but I mean,
there was a guy I knew in my MOS school. When he started drinking, he really it's the whole beer goggles thing. But he admits that when he started drinking, he really does not pick good looking women.
Right. No, I mean it's the whole rude awakening. You know, you wake up in bed next to like, what the hell? What is this?
Yeah,
So,
I want to roll over. It's instead of waking her up, I want to chew my own arm off.
Right. Or I want to get out of here somehow, you know?
Yeah, so I mean, sadly, Sonic, in a lot of cases, it's all situationally dependent. Like for me right now, if some girl walks up to me, I don't know who she is, I don't know what she's want. She starts chatting me up. I'm like halfway talking to her just to be polite, and then she's like, "Yo, do you want to come to the bar with me?" It's like, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy drinks for the random girl who walks up to me.
And that goes back to what I said earlier, man. It's like you have enough life experience to know when a woman is trying to run game, you know, and trying to use you, and you know, trying to you don't fall for the manipulation tactics, you know. So it's like, or you can see it coming from a mile away, and you can say no. You can walk away, and you know what? Sometimes that makes you look better than most guys, because most guys will take that bait, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're already setting yourself leagues apart from most guys that are just out here being thirsty. So
yeah, I mean, the girl who was like, "Here's the 5 easy ways to friend zone it." It's like, girl, I'm not even gonna talk to you.
I mean, dude, and she's already said everything you need to know within like the first 5 seconds. You know, the fact that she even has this knowledge already tells you that she's had many, many men. Okay, and I'm sorry, but you know, like, I'm not saying I'm out here, you know, trying to scoop up as many virgins as possible, but, you know, I think it's kind of good to get a woman that has a little bit of discernment, you know, like it's no problem if a woman is chaste, you know, but if she has to have that type of discernment in her life to be like, look, I'm not going to hoe around because I understand my value, you know, and if I give my value away to just any guy that wants to try, you do devalue yourself, you know?
Yeah.
So
it's all kind of situationally dependent.
Yeah.
Like you go out to the club and you're chatting, you know, you're making friends, and you know, you spent like 3 weeks talking to this person. Okay. we're seeing where things are.
But no,
it's-
no talking stage should last like years because there's a lot of those, and I don't never understand that. I never understand talking stages that last for years, like lengths of relationships. You know, it's wild.
God, Cam, that reminds me of some YouTube short I saw. This girl is obviously out with this guy, and she's kind of like, "Well, what are we?" He's like, "I don't know." She's like, "What do you mean? We've been talking for 2 years. Somehow we have a kid together. How do you?"
Oh my God! Still in the
It's
talking
just
stage
like-
with a kid? That's wild, dude.
Yeah, that's the video. I'm pretty sure it was staged, but it was.
I was gonna say that sounds like so crazy. It has to be a skit.
Yeah.
But you know, you never know, man. That's wild.
I know you never know sometimes, but yeah, I mean, it's like when she was like, I'm like, okay, this is obviously a skit.
Mm-hmm.
But but on the flip side of that, it's if I'm talking with someone who says she's a woman or claiming to be a woman, one or the other. One, if it's kind of obvious that I'm the one doing like 80% of the talking, and it's like I've given you like 3 chances, bye. It's you've got to have a reasonable amount of where you cut things off.
Sure.
If you can't cut that off because either A, you're that desperate, B, you don't know what you're doing, or C, it's all I've got going on, or maybe or possibly D, you're just that twisted of a person who likes to bug somebody. There's plenty of crazy people out there.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
So, it's always going to be somewhat of a toss-up, and there's not a lot you can say. Every situation is always going to be straightforward. I mean, if you were to go to a club or a bar in the early 2000s, it was always going to be a hit miss, because there'd be times where you'd go sit down, you might order whatever the heck you want, rum and Coke, Bloody Mary, whatever your preferred choice of drink is. You're going to sit down, order your drink, and then the girls who work the bar for free drinks, and if she likes you enough, she'll take you home to bed. That was always kind of guaranteed. But, what was the standard thing that most guys knew? If there was a woman there kind of running around working the bar, you didn't waste your time. But there were guys who were like, I will get lucky tonight. And it's like, bro, don't even try.
Those are the guys that are new to the scene, man, just coming on and still wet behind the ears, man. They don't know the game, But I mean, that's the thing, man. I think every guy has to get burned at some point in order to, be able to retain the knowledge of not making that mistake again.
I don't think it's how badly the burn goes down, Cam. Because you hear those stories of guys who get rejected 100 times, 200 times.
I've seen them, yeah.
And they just never learn.
Yeah.
It's not until you go past the 3rd degree that something finally sticks. And it's pain is a wonderful teacher.
Sure. I mean, I think what it is that, some people, they just brute force their way. They think that if I just keep trying and I just keep shooting my shot, eventually something's going to hit, But it's just like, no, dude, women can smell the desperation on you. They can see it in your face before you even walk up, You don't even have to speak. They just see it. And it's not attractive. You gotta kind of, I mean, that's the thing. You got people that they don't ever practice in the mirror, so they don't actually see what they look like when they go up. They'll see how goofy they look, And I mean, I'm not saying I've ever did this stuff, but I'm just saying it's like when you see someone who's trying too hard, you can see how it's like whatever you try to go for and you just put so much effort into, you just kind of push it away, It's like you gotta be. I'm not saying you gotta make it look effortless, but you gotta kind of act like it doesn't matter if it doesn't hit. You know, like if you don't close. You know, it's not the end of the world, man. And I think that's kind of like. I know that's easy for me to say, but I think for some guys, it's like they put so much stock in the hot chick at the bar. You know, they're like, dude, she is a 10 in my eyes, whatever. Like, she's just super fucking hot. And I gotta say something, you know? And they don't even think about their approach. They're just like, look, I just had to come over here and say that you're one of the most beautiful women in the world. It's like, dude, you think she hasn't heard that before? It's like, you have not captured her imagination. You have not said anything to her that's going to blow her mind. You know, you have just acted like every guy, you know, that thinks that they're saying something bold, you know, bold and honest, when really it's just like, that's not the right way to do things, you know?
No, the woman like that, you walk right up next to her, order your drink, and just walk the hell away. Walk away and go walk to the other side of the bar and turn your back to her.
And she's intrigued. She's like, hold on.
And it's like, and now it's like, hold up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Something is wrong here.
I didn't even register on this guy's radar. There must be something going on with this guy. Maybe he's been with hotter women than me or something. And then now they're trying to prove themselves, you know? And maybe they're going to start chasing you because they're just like, this guy did not act like every other guy. You know, it's kind of like he didn't care. It's kind of like he didn't even see me, you know?
Or you give them the side eye brush off. It's like, oh.
Yeah. You're not a showstopper. You're not the showstopper you think you are. You put a woman in her place, man, and she's just like, she is now trying to qualify herself to you. It's that simple. It really is. But, you know, that's the thing. Some guys take it too far and they go into this whole like pickup artist negging thing. Like, no, you're still going to approach the girl, but you're going to say her ears look funny or, you know, something to kind of like bring her down a peg or two. And to some people, it can work. If you're a certain level of attractiveness, they can be like, okay, that's kind of funny, whatever. But if you're just like just a regular schlubby guy, whatever, it's not going to get you anywhere. You know, being mean is not going to work for you.
Well, I mean, it kind of depends on how you do it, Camp. I mean, if you're actually going to have like a half decent sense of humor behind it, it'll work.
Oh yeah, no, humor is very potent. It really is. It breaks down all barriers and stuff. But you know,
so I mean, if you're an average guy who's just looking to just fire off the diss track, you're gonna get nowhere. But if you can do it funny enough, you know, you'll get somewhere eventually.
Sure. No, because I think sometimes women like someone who is quick-witted, you know, someone who is quick on the draw and not someone who's willing to fumble. You know, if you fumble, it's like you kind of lost. You know, you kind of gotta walk away, man, because I know you see that one guy that's like at the concert and he's like, you know, he's about to walk over to the chick, whatever, and then he slips and falls and everybody sees him. He's got mud all over the back of his shirt. Everyone's just like, oh, it's such a viral clip, man. And it's just like, dude, the only thing the guy can do is walk off. That's the only thing he can do.
He can only walk.
That's all he can do, man. But
maybe if he's smart enough, he'll get up and be like, "Where's my beer?" like pretend he's so drunk he did that on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, do something to save it, man. Because the fact that he just walked off. I mean, he obviously was walking towards the girl, but he fell. He's like, "Damn, can I save this?" And he's just like, "No, I can't." It's a really cringe video, man. But dude, it's you feel secondhand cringe, and I mean, it's a funny video, man. But I'm actually interested. I really want to see that. We had this woman on screen long enough.
I got to see this.
I got to see how does she form her arguments in the fact that she's a 10. Like, is she convincing? Let's see.
You're a 10.
2. Get on my level. Like you're
I'm a 2. Found this lame motherfucker on Tinder. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
It's old.
What do you mean, Chase? It's old.
Shit's old, Chase. Like, why are you doing this? I'm literally a 10 and you're a 2 and you're pressing me
You
over
talk-
old Tinder. Yeah, I might not look it right now, but I'm a fucking 10.
You're a 10.
You're a 2. Get on my level. Like you're
I'm a
mad.
2.
You're mad that you don't have all this. Like I get it. I am a 10. You're not gonna tell me I'm not a fucking 10.
Wow. Okay, I'm not convinced, dude. She didn't do anything. She just kept saying it over and again. Now,
is that Honey Boo Boo? Dear God.
God damn, dude. Honey Boo Boo. That's a name I haven't heard in a while, but I mean, her age at this time, she probably is pushing 30, probably 40 by now. That's actually interesting.
No,
how old is Honey
no.
Boo Boo? How old? I gotta know now.
I gotta use the restroom. Can't be right back.
Let me check. Honey Boo Boo. How old is she now? Okay. So, wait. She was 6 years old when the first season was filmed. How old is she now, though? Honey Boo Boo. Honey Boo Boo's TV money is missing. Oh no. Let's go to the wiki. How old is she? Let's see. This is just talking about the TV show. How old is she, though? Mo Butter? Mo Better? Dude, I've never watched Honey Boo Boo. That's just crazy. Let me see. I don't know. I'm not on the right page. Honey Boo Boo's age. Maybe just narrow it down. She was born August 2005. Okay, so simple math, guys. Simple math. 2026 minus 2005. What is she, like 18? What is she? This is how stupid I am. Okay, I gotta do 20 years old. Right? No, that's 2005. Sorry. 2005. But she's 21. 21. When was she born? Oh, hold on. When was she born? Back it up. August 28th. August 28th. That's going to be what? 28? Okay, so she's 20 years old. Damn. Well, I guess I was wrong. Sheesh. Oh, no, it says she's 19. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Honey Boo Boo, man. The life of a TV star, man. Big girl. Yeah, she's like 19, 20. I thought she was a lot older. I was wrong. This is how I don't have my finger on the pulse here. I don't. I only heard about her, but I was just like, dude, it was a long time ago when I heard about her.
The sad part is that the Hispanic guy's better looking than her.
I mean, this Hispanic guy can totally like pick up another chick that's, way better than her.
If he really wanted to, seeing as that he at least looks like he does sports and he has at least that semi like skinny athletic look.
Yeah.
He could go to a half decent club. If he went to the right club, he could pick up.
Yeah, no problem.
Cards right.
Yeah, absolutely. She's delusional. Okay, that's all I got from this. She's just completely delusional, and this is just we see it all the time. Okay, this is nothing new to us. So, Chase be chasing. That's the TikTok name. So, I mean, I'm kind of curious. Was the Tinder, was it new or was it old? Like she said, if it was old, that's something. You still need to delete it, okay? Because you've been in a relationship for 5 years. You gotta kind of, take care of that. You got kids now. I don't think you're still trying to cast a wide net out here. I'm not saying that, there's not a couple guys that be like, sure, but, come on now. David Andes, getting burned is part of the process. And it's all the smart guys know not to buy girls drinks in bars. Most are there to freeload. That's true, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Mr. David. Welcome to the stream. That's most girls don't even bring their money. They go completely. They'll bring like their ID and stuff like that to get in, but that's it. They know they're going to get their drinks paid for. And, you know, it's the moment that nobody buys them drinks. That's when they get that rude awakening, man. They're like, oh shit, you know, maybe it's time to hop off this carousel and, you know, maybe see if I can pluck one off the tree. You know? The expiration date's coming, you know, and they held out too long. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think, what was it? Mother Earth. How does the saying go? Mother gives them their youth or something. What is that? How does it go? I know Father Time takes their looks away. I know that's kind of like the whatever. Mother Nature.
Not familiar with the saying either.
Mother Nature gives you your youth or something like that, or gives you your beauty, and then Father Time takes it away. Something to that extent. But it's the truth, man. The wall comes for every woman. So yes, they are on a time clock. Some of them, the shot clock has been called a long, long time ago, but they haven't heard it. So they're still like, I'm a 10, you know, you're out here, you know, like I'm gonna come up for you kind of shit. And yeah, man, it's just like, I think women can talk all this mess, you know, while the sun is shining and, you know, they're in their early 20s and stuff. And, you know, let them talk their trash, you know, but then after, you know, 30, sometimes, I mean, I would say it starts after, you know, 25 to 30 and stuff, that they start looking a little hard in the face, you know, because the game is hard. You know, you keep going out Friday, Saturday night, man, that alcohol just really ages you, you know? I've seen it. And it's not a good look.
I mean, camp, it's like you pull up like the drug addict photos before and after, it should keep going down.
That's true. No, it's true, man. And, you know,
there's a reason why a lot of women, especially after 40 and having the hard party lifestyle, they don't look 40. They look closer to 60.
Yeah. Oh, man. There was a woman I saw on Reddit. She was a flower child. Basically was tripping acid for like 40 years. And then they showed her what she looked like, you know, when she was at the club. And she just looked like a woman that looked like she was sleepy, you know. And then then they showed her now and just an old lady, old and gray with a walker. And yeah, it's like her life is over, you know. And you know, she stayed and partied too long, and this is the result of it, you know. No marriage, no kids, no family, you know, just an empty life. You know, maybe she has some cats, maybe she's got some dogs, you know, but that's the reality that's coming for a lot of these women that are trying to hold out for the best guy, maybe even trying to, you know, see if they can get some money off of their looks, you know.
Although the greatest irony there is, Camp, is that it's always seems to be like the first guy that she is with is always kind of like the best, and then after that every guy is just another step down.
Yeah, they're always trying to find like the worthy replacement, and it's always like there's some hang up that the guy has, you know, and he's just never as good. You're never going to get better than your baby daddy. That's a true statement that was said by Kevin Samuels when he was alive. Women out here that have children trying to find these like stepdaddies, whatever, you'll never do better than your baby daddy. And that's the sad fact. You know, it's just, it is what it is. It's the way the world is. A lot of these guys, these younger guys, yeah, sure, they'll take you on, but for sex, you know, not for an actual relationship. They're not looking for that. They're trying to, I mean, they might want to have a family of their own one day, but right now, dude, they're just trying to get their rocks off, dude. And if you're ready, if you're ready and willing, you know, like, the fact is, you guys are on two different wavelengths. You know, you're looking for a guy that can step up and, you know, take care of your family, take care of you and the family. And this guy's just trying to get another notch under his belt. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's literally what it is. This is the video I saw earlier. Guy on the street. I don't know if it was a skit or what, but he was asking a guy, you get $200 million, but your girl has to go to jail. Will you do it? Let's watch.
Get 200 million, but your girl has to go to jail. Are you doing it?
Oops, hold on. Something happened.
It's not.
You're not doing it.
It's not loading. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. It's not working. Hold on.
Because it's going, but it's not like playing the video.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can. This is Reddit. Let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. All right, let me rewind. All right, here we go. $200 million on the line here.
Get 200 million, but your girl has to go to jail. Are you doing it? You're not doing it?
I've been in a relationship 8.5 years. I ain't doing it.
200 million.
Not doing it.
Is your girl with you now? Okay, 200 million, but your man has to go to jail. Are you doing it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mental.
No
See you in the
hesitation
gym, bro.
whatsoever. Holy shit, dude. Dude, she didn't even have to think about that. I mean,
well, when you're shallow, you hope it's not kiddie pool shallow camp.
That's crazy though, man. I mean, I don't know, man. That's
Although he didn't specify a time frame. For all you know, it's just an hour.
right. And you know, it's not like he had the money in his hand, you know.
Yeah.
And the cops behind him. So I mean, I at the same time, you can't really take it that serious and stuff. And plus, we don't know their dynamic. You know, it could be a playful. Absolutely, give me the money, put him in jail. Absolutely, you know, I ain't got to deal with him for whatever. You know, it could be that kind of playful thing. So I mean, that's why it's like when I see stuff like this, I don't take it so seriously. I just think it's kind of wild. This is the thing I was talking about earlier. Walter from Fresh and Fit said, instead of sending my daughter to any university, I would prefer to send my son to war. He doesn't have any children to speak of, so this is all just hypothetical theory. Okay.
No, I'll go to war. I'll send my sons to trade school, and as for my daughter, I have to think about that one for a minute. But no.
Here's what people said, man. This is just a white knight much? What a cuck. How have things been going since U.S. culture has catered to women? Literally, you have been preaching how destructive women have been, yet you want to save your daughter over your son? Dude doesn't even have kids and is convinced his whore will kill their baby. That's talking about past stuff. Who's leader? Ain't nobody calling him a leader. This guy never thinks, he just says shit. Classic Walter take. This is the thing, is like he has this main character syndrome, man. He thinks that he's influential. Why not just send both of your children to university and have none of them die in war? Well, that's a possibility, sure. Sending your daughter to university is bad, but I still wouldn't want my son shipped off to war. Yeah, get Buddy up out of here. We have reached single-digit IQ territory.
Ooh,
oh, that's
like
good. Laugh my ass off. Is this guy drunk? No, this is him sober, actually. But no, I just thought that was a little funny tidbit, you know, a fresh ism, if you will. For both men and women, which pill is worst? The height pill, age pill, race pill, etc.? 5'9" is now considered short. We got Nick Fuentes standing next to another person here. Let's see. People are calling him a little goblin. Could throw him a few feet, I think. Is he actually that fucking small? Pipsqueak with a Roblox head. That's crazy. He's such a He's such a bottom.
Any guy 5'8", 5'9" next to a guy who's 6 foot. Yeah, he looks small.
He's gonna look tiny. Yeah.
I mean, my brother's almost 6 foot. I'm 5'8".
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a difference. You stand me next to my guy who I work next to at my job. He's 6'2", and he plays in a foreign basketball league. Yeah, I look small compared to him.
Guy said, no wonder he's so angry all the time. Jesus Christ, actual professional dork. Napoleon complex ass nerd. No wonder he thinks values are nasty. I don't know if he said values are nasty. I think he said, what did he say? He said dating women is gay, I believe. Which, you know, that was funny in itself. I'm just like, dude, he's going down the whole Myron path now.
That makes literally no sense, but
yeah, dating women is gay.
Napoleon Bonaparte was what, like 5 feet even, actually, if memory serves.
Right. Wow.
Napoleon complex literally means he's below average short, but he has an ego that belongs on a guy who's like 6'3".
Yep. And,
That's
you know,
the-
typically, you know, Napoleon was very influential for a man of his stature. So, I mean, it just goes to show you, you know, as long as you're confident in yourself, you could make things happen. You know,
Napoleon was a competent general.
yeah, he didn't let the whole size thing get to him, man. He still got things
Yeah.
done. So,
Yeah, he was a competent military general, but as a politician, it was very much get on my level, or gee, I'll just send the military after you.
right.
That was kind of his shtick.
Yeah.
Competent military, not a good leader of people.
Yeah. I think that's, let's see, entitled streamer almost FAFO fucked around and found out. Streamer gets threatened by a man during her fake tickets prank after he became upset about being filmed. Let's check this one out.
Excuse me, I just have to administer you a ticket. It's for
Good. Have a nice day.
for not having your shoes tied.
Okay. I don't like to be in camera.
Well, you're in public.
He said next time I'm gonna spit on your stupid ass. Is that what he said?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Did you see that in the corner? It says milk shower in public if she reaches 1,000 followers. She's like 468. So that milk shower in public, the Simps are really hoping for that. Sonic says, all right, then Camp Ghost. I'm about to go to sleep, brothers. Hopes you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys some other time. I'll probably be busy again next week. Good to see you, Sonic, man. I'm glad you tuned in for the hater stream, dude. The haters didn't want to tune in, unfortunately. Maybe they're going to tune in after this is over, you know? They're going to have the smoke for me afterward. Attack all
Have
my
a good
points.
night, Sonic.
Take it easy, Sonic. I can see if I can make it next week. Yeah, man. You stay on the grind, sir. Good to see you, man.
Say I don't want to be on camera. Why do you have to threaten to spit on me?
Girl,
God, people have no
that's
fucking
all
humor,
you
bro.
threatened to do.
Well, that's the
There are plenty of people. There are plenty of guys out there who really don't want their whatever they're doing on camera. It doesn't have to be illegal. They just like
privacy,
to be left alone.
No, absolutely. And that's the thing. IRL streamers do not care. They don't ask permission. They just do it. They just film it, and it's like, it's so reckless, man.
I mean, have you seen those videos of people who go to other countries and film? There are videos of people getting attacked.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude. I mean, we've covered a couple, you know, on the stream and stuff. But that's it's just, yeah. I don't know, something about this whole Americanism thinking I have American protections when I go into foreign countries. You know, like you can't mess with me because I'm an American citizen. It's like, no, you're under their jurisdiction. You know, and you are totally you are off sides here.
High level politicians,
right?
Like you don't. I mean, sure, if you're an American and suddenly a foreign police are after you because they suspect you of doing something, and you run to the embassy, then you can be protected.
But you got to make it there. You got to make it there.
Then they have to, yeah, you've got to make it there because that's considered sovereign U.S. soil.
Right.
You have to make it there. You don't make it there, you're SOL.
Yep, you were under their jurisdiction. Crow, welcome to the stream, sir. Haven't seen you in a minute. What's up, Camp? Yeah, dude. This shit we're talking about right now is just IRL streamers, man, just thinking they're invincible. They can just say whatever. They can get people on camera without their permission. Trying to play pranks and stuff. I mean, dude, I heard about people getting shot over some pranks, man. You know, they're like, it's just a prank, it's just a prank. Like, I don't fucking care. This gun ain't a prank. It's like, you're gonna get this. And
yeah,
no, dude.
I mean, go to like the gang territories and pull this shit.
Dude, I saw a video of a guy that had a clear book bag full of fake money, and he was going around in the hood asking, hey man, do you know where the bank is? And just asking to get fucking mugged, dude, and beat up and stuff. And then he's like, dude, there's a camera. It's fake money. People don't care. You're gonna say whatever. You're gonna say whatever you want. They're gonna try to spend it. They're gonna go to the gas station and try to spend it, dude. Looks real enough for them.
Yeah, I mean, you walk around like that? I mean, it's like the. Have you ever seen Die Hard 3 Camp?
I've seen the first and second one. I don't think I've seen the third one. No.
Well, there was the third one where Hans Gruber's brother comes on the scene and he makes Camp go. Not Camp. He makes John McClane go walk around Harlem wearing a sign saying "I hate the N-word."
Oh, I actually, yeah. Wait, I did see that part because I remember Samuel L. Jackson approaches him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I did see that. Right. Like, you got some nerve, man. Yeah. I do remember that scene.
That's a good way. I mean, doing something like that, that's a good way to get shot.
Yeah. No questions asked, man. You're on the wrong side of town with that. That's crazy. But
I mean, it's like, can I just be in like the bulletproof car with the bowl of popcorn? It's just like
the Pope Mobile.
As we just watch this happen.
Right. Like, dude. But no, I saw another one of a guy, wearing bright red, red head to toe in like the Crips area of California. Like,
oh geez,
crazy, bro. Like, asking for directions. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Like, what the hell, man? But no, they got it all on camera, and it's like, as soon as they say, no, man, it's on camera, whatever, and then they. It's like, you think that's a get out of jail free card, man? Like, they're not going to let you go. They're going to steal your camera, dispose of it, and dispose of you.
Yeah, this is like where the priest just walks by and just goes, "Go with God, my son."
Yeah. Like, why I can't save you. Like, this is it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Good shit, man. No, the thing is, man, people are pushing the envelope in terms of these pranks. And I mean, I know you've seen the subway pranks where like they got the guy, they'll put like a wallet or something right at the door of the subway of the doors they open up. He goes down to pick it up and the guy like kicks him in the butt to like kick him off the thing. And then he starts running after the train. I was like, dude, this has got to be a skit, man, because it just seems like, I don't know. It just seems too perfect, And the guy's always chasing him, on the outside of the thing. I'm like, this has got to be a skit, man. There's no fucking way.
I mean, there was the one time where I saw a video. It had to be Chicago or New York, and there was a black guy who you could tell he was not faking it. You could tell the guy had mental issues. He was just talking to himself. He walked up to a window, started punching the window, sat down next to a woman, and just put his hands all over her.
Oh, dude.
You could just tell by the look in his eyes. He was either on something or he had issues, and nobody would talk to this guy. Nobody was addressing him. The girl was like, "Help me," and it's like, no.
Right. Everybody's just shocked.
If it's I'm thug wannabe big boy, it's like, come here, big boy, I'll rearrange your attitude for you.
Mhm.
But if it's crazy or guy who's high off his rocker, you're not touching him.
Mhm.
I mean, I can remember walking up to a police officer because he had a Glock 19, and I'm like, how come you don't have a Glock 21? He's like, they don't issue us those. I'm like, you want something with some stopping power.
Right. Yeah. Exo Charles came back. He says those skits are too funny, man. Dude, they are. And that's the thing. It's like, I know it's got to be a skit because the shit is fucking hilarious, And there's always people that are, it just seems like there's a guy that will see like a phone case like sticking out the person's back pocket, or they got some headphones on, but they're not paying attention. Just as soon as the door closes, they reach in and grab it, and then the door closes, and they just look at him face to face. And he starts doing that little dance and shit. The music comes in. I'm just like, dude, it's like, you caught theft on camera, But I was like, this has got to be a skit. It's got to be like, these are your boys and stuff, and like, let's make something funny, That's kind of what I get from it. There's just no way that none of this shit's real. Exo Charles came back. He says, Camp, what are your thoughts on Clavicular? I think he is he's young. He's a young guy who is pushing looks maxing, meth use, doing anything possible to look the part, to look be attractive, and I think it's a little sus, you know. I think a guy that cares so much about his appearance to the point where, you know, he's willing to break his jaw in order to have like that chiseled look and stuff. I think it's a little mentally ill, man, to be completely honest. You know, there's something that I think that he's overly critical about his appearance, and also he's critical about women in terms of their appearance. You know, he'll literally go into like their orbital structure in terms of their eyes and the way that they're spaced and stuff, and how like their eyes sink into their face, and he'll literally destroy somebody just speaking like a plastic surgeon, you know, like would, and be like, oh yeah, this is what you could fix to fix this on your face and stuff. But he just does that, and I think he does it for fun. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the guy's he's a little self-obsessed, which is a problem. And he gets off on, you know, putting down girls and telling them how they are and stuff because he thinks he's hot shit. It's the whole 19-year-old, I'm invincible, I can say whatever I want, and you know, he's getting a lot of traction. But I think it's gonna fizzle out soon, man. And you know, you don't look the way he does and then get off scot-free. You know, something might happen and then you got to go to jail, and now you looked the way you do, and then you're in the wrong setting. Okay. You know, it's like you did all this, you did all this work, man, and now you're fresh meat, man. So it's like,
oh yeah, oh look, he's so plastic. Well, let's see. Let's find out how plastic he really is. Let's see. You don't want to find out. Let's see if the jaw's glass, or let's see what else he's got done to himself. Or let's have let's have a sword contest.
He lost me when he got the so you know how women have the gel implants for their boobs and stuff. Well, not implants. I'm sorry, they're outer things that they put on their boobs to kind of like give them a little bit more bounce and stuff, and even like kind of shape their boobs and stuff. Well, he had something similar, but for shoulders, that you wear underneath your shirts to make your arms look bigger. And I was just like, dude, that's you lost me there, bro. Like after he said he did that and he was proud of it, he's like, no, it's like it just enhances your shoulders and stuff. I'm like, dude, just fucking work out. You know, like I'm sure he does like do some form of working out, but he's like, no, this is a nice little shortcut you can do. You can put the little muscle pads on your shoulders and it makes it look like your arms are bigger. You know, you can't tell. I'm just like, that's
he's a bra stuffer.
That's what I said. I was like, dude, this is like, that's where you lost me. I'm like, I can't follow this guy or take him seriously because he's taken it to the point of being like kind of like a woman, you know, like doing all of the different accessories, you know, accessorizing yourself in order to, you know, cheat a little bit. So
oh boy, he's the male equivalent of a bra stuffer.
And you know, he's also not opposed to crystal meth, you know, in order to get where you're going pretty fast, you know, like he's also promoted that, and that's not I don't know if that's good for the youth. Definitely not good for the youth, but yeah, I mean, I think he's going to fizzle out as soon as high as quick as his rise, you know. So there's definitely an expiration date on Clav, and it's just a matter of time, you know. So Exo Charles came back. He says the worst about Clavicular is that he is pushing all of these drugs, anabolic steroids, and research chemicals to kids. That's true. I mean, the guy's like 19 years old. He's got a very young audience, you know, and he's doing the IRL streams. You know, that's what the kids are, you know, they're into these days and stuff. So yeah, I mean, he's going viral and he's making money off of it. And yeah, it's not a good message, in my opinion. It's not good for the kids. Unfortunately, the internet is such a broad place, you know, we make these people famous, you know, we make anybody famous. Doesn't matter what the message is. And it's just a matter if they're entertaining or not. And I don't know. I think something is going to have to drastically happen to him where he's going to be like, I don't know why I cared so much about that whole black pill shit, you know, or how I was like all about, you know, looks maxing and all this stuff. It's like, you got to realize that being a pretty boy does not get a man far in life, you know? It really doesn't. It's about, you know, your skills and your worth and stuff. Because that's not something that I think every guy should try to strive for, is, you know, to be by any means necessary a looks maxer. I don't agree with that whole thought process. So, but yeah, the whole drugs thing, not good. I mean, obviously. I want to see what else happened to this chick, though. This IRL chick. Let's see what happened.
To make a point.
What?
People like to double down just to make a point.
No, he could have just like said that on camera.
Oh.
If you're gonna say something like that, say it on camera, you know?
Could she get in trouble for impersonating a cop? Isn't that like a law or something?
There is a law against impersonating a police officer, but it's kind of obvious that what she's wearing is a costume.
Okay.
And it has to look more like a real police officer's uniform. That does not look like a real police officer's
okay.
uniform.
I'll grant you that.
I mean, it doesn't
that makes,
have
yeah.
it doesn't have Los Angeles patches or anything.
Okay. I guess.
I mean, it'd be a hard stretch for any district attorney. I mean, you also throw in the fact that she's obviously some type of streamer, and there's no way any form of grand jury would want to indict.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
Like, are you kidding me? You guys don't have anything better to do?
Well, I mean, that's how they make their money, you know? And I guess that would be her defense, is like, this is how I make money, you know? I'm trying to get that milk shower in public, you know? Like, we're almost there. We just got a couple more streams.
Yeah, so there's no way any district attorney would willingly want to do this.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it is more money to take a case like this.
Or a governor really wanted to clamp down on this type of stuff, which even then is asking for a civil rights lawsuit, especially when it's kind of obvious she's not.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess just the sheer fact that she has on record her impersonating, not even, I mean, I don't know if this is a police officer or even like, I guess, a meter maid or something, just issuing tickets to people, but then, like, you know, I don't know, because she never actually issued the guy a ticket. She just said something and then kind of walked off, whatever. So I don't know. Maybe she kind of bailed on her own prank here. She didn't commit. You got to commit, you know? And I think it's probably the reason why she probably won't get in trouble. So.
No.
Yeah, if she had like a little thing of handcuffs, maybe a flashlight, or, you know, like a pistol with like an orange tip on it, maybe. But no, you're absolutely right. She just got the hat, really. So
yeah, I mean, she's basically got a hat with a Nambulous police insignia on it, and then she's got
her hair down. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I got it.
They would have to have they would need more intent than what she's got on.
Yeah. Well, okay. It was just an initial thought, but as soon as we talked it out, I was like, yeah, you're actually right, actually. I don't think she would get in trouble for impersonating an officer, maybe disturbing, you know, the peace and stuff, or filming people without their consent. That could be something.
If you're out in public, Supreme Court, especially in the United States, Supreme Court says you have no expectation of privacy. But, you know, if she walks into a place, that's where
different.
There's going to be issues.
Yeah, that's private property. Yeah.
You know, she's walking down the street on a public easement. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm. All right. Fair enough. I'm glad that, you know, we got clarification on that. But I'm sure this guy is about to approach her. Got like another minute left in this. We'll see what happens.
So
I thought
camera
he'd
can hear.
appreciate that I read the room and kept walking, but no, he wanted to add to it. Oh well.
I know we left. It's not like we put up a fight. It's not like we had a problem. You know what I mean? Like okay, heard.
Oh, let's not put anything in the hood this time.
Yeah, I think I learned my lesson from that one.
Hey, check it out. The next time you do it, this your last warning. You did it to me twice. Stop disrespecting me, bro. I don't know you. Don't let her get you in trouble. Because you a guy, bro. Stop doing that. Don't let a female get you in trouble. It's very disrespectful.
I mean, we walked
what you're
away.
doing. I don't know you. You don't know me.
Right.
Don't do me like that.
Okay, we got a little bit better view of her costume now. She's got a walkie-talkie. She's got, what is that? What is that on her hip?
It looks like a fake walkie-talkie because
With
her
the cord.
mic is off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
that's all.
It's definitely a Halloween costume, but it does say police on our boobs. She's got ticket violation packet there.
And her microphone is attached to her violation book.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just, and then I guess what is she wearing, like a skirt or something? So yeah, I guess definitely doesn't look the
female
part.
Police officers do not wear skirts.
Right. Got you.
I mean, they might have like maybe a dress uniform that might have a skirt, but nah.
Okay.
No way.
I mean, I didn't see this whole the accessories before, but now we get to see a little bit more.
I'm going through something in my life. I just lost my mother. I don't need no motherfucking weird ass people sticking their fucking camera in my face. Fuck, bitch. You hear what I'm saying, bitch? Don't do it again.
Oh, sorry.
So last warning, I'm telling you, don't play with me. I don't know you. Don't play with me. I don't fuck with you. Weird ass bitch.
Oh man, I actually kind of like that happened, man. That's a good thing, man. Because you don't know what people are going through, and you're out here trying to make some content. And no, I mean, I'm glad that happened. Maybe she's gonna rethink her content strategy. Maybe, you know. I don't know.
One would only hope, Camp.
Or maybe just go to a different part of town. Maybe.
Well, I mean, she's on. See, that's Los Angeles, where the Star Walk is. I've been there. You know, it's gonna be hit and miss. I mean, most people there aren't gonna mess with tourists. If you're walking around looking like that and being stupid, eventually someone's gonna mess with you.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like you don't know what people are going through, you know, and somebody could just look. I got nothing to lose. Okay, there's nothing for me to beat up that guy, beat up you, and ride off. You know, the dude was on a bike, man. He could have completely handled that, no problem.
Scooter. That was an electric scooter, Camp.
Oh yeah. I mean, he was like I'm saying, he could have got away, dude.
Yeah. Well, he would have gotten away from her. He wouldn't have got away from the Los Angeles Police Department.
Well, true. But would she have the recourse to file charges against him when she was the one that kind of like, you know, instigated the whole situation?
I'm not. Let's see. Probably could have gotten maybe the lowest form of assault and battery charges, but you know, even then, you know, it's arguable that she provoked him with that, and most courts don't look favorably on provocation, especially if it's caught on video.
Oh yeah, I mean all the evidence is there, you know, and she.
So I mean, it's a hard say because, you know, assuming that video is shown to a judge, you know, if some dude walks up to if you're walking down the street and you're doing the tourist thing and you get cold cocked, you know, that's one thing. But if you're walking around being stupid, you know, judges tend to not look on you in a sympathetic light. It all varies.
Yeah. I guess it would depend on what charges she brings forward and, you know, I guess whatever defense that she has. But
Yeah, I mean-
no, it makes sense.
I mean, let's see. Spitting on someone is technically considered a form of battery.
Yeah.
Unless
That's true.
unless you're somewhere that has a specific thing about spitting. So, assault, battery, but it would be the lowest misdemeanor possible for each.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, like I said, it's it would also depend on what this prosecutor for the state wants to do, because they may even not even take the case because she's a very unsympathetic victim.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I definitely don't feel any sympathy for her. I think she definitely brought that whole situation on herself. And I could see it getting thrown out of court, or maybe just a fine, like that's it. Like no jail time, it's not worth it, So so we're here on the last 9 minutes, and the last thing I want to talk about, because I'm trying to bait some haters tonight. I didn't get any haters, so here's my last bit of bait. Hopefully get some haters and get some comments, whatever. But what is your opinion about Myron's cooking take? He says that cooking is submissive. So let's check this one out. This will be the last video, and then we will wrap up tonight's stream.
All right, should you cook for your girl? Guys, unless you're a chef and you're like really good and you can use it as a DHV, no, she should be cooking for you.
DHV, demonstration of high value. You got to be a chef if you're going to be cooking for your girl, but don't do it if you're not a chef. Don't do it if you don't have any certifications or serve safe or whatever. Like, do not, if you don't have any Michelin stars, like that, just don't cook for your girl, because that's submissive.
Because cooking is a submissive role unless you're like a really good chef and then you're using it to show your skills and it's a part of your repertoire as a man. But if you're just a regular Joe Schmo, your cooking sucks, etc., hell no, the girl should be cooking for you.
All right. If you want to start, go ahead and start. But
No.
If
If you can actually cook, like you can actually make something from scratch, that is impressive. I remember the first time I actually made a steak for my ex. She loved it.
Yeah.
Because it takes a certain amount of ability to cook a good steak, and I prefer a good ribeye to a New York strip, to be perfectly honest here, Camp.
No, same. I love ribeye. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you have to cook that thing right, because my problem is right now for me is that it's too blue, and that's, technically speaking, depending upon the person, that's not a bad thing.
So Exo Charles asked a question: what do you cook for your wife, Camp? The thing off the top of my head, since we're talking about steak, I've cooked a ribeye. I've actually cut a whole ribeye roast actually into like 7 steaks, basically put the rest in the meat cooler and, made steaks for Valentine's Day. This was like one Valentine's Day, and I actually cut it into where it was like a heart shape. And, it was like a nice little, like inch or a quarter of an inch, whatever, thick. And I convinced my wife to eat her steak medium rare, because that's how I like my steak. And before this, whenever she did eat steak, she would eat it well done. She just doesn't like the sight of. Well, see, that's the thing. She doesn't like the sight of blood. She does, and all that stuff. But no, that's no. I agree. I call it doorstops because it's just so tough.
The only steak that you could probably cook well done and probably eat it would be Wagyu. But even then, that's considered a cardinal sin in the cooking community.
Yeah, I would never wait. As expensive as that stuff is per pound, absolutely not.
It's a cardinal sin.
No, absolutely. No, but to answer your question, Exo Charles, I've cooked a ribeye for my wife. I actually did this one dish. It's made with potatoes, flour, cheese. You basically make kind of like a pocket, like a potato pocket, but you fill it with like cheese. You can do bacon, and then you air fry it. You can either air fry it, or you can fry it in oil on a skillet or something, and it comes out as like a little pocket but it's made out of potatoes, but it's like cheesy and bacon and stuff. Dude, every time we have potatoes, my wife is like, please make this. You make it so perfect. I actually did a variation of it in the air fryer and it came out pretty good. It's not as greasy than, cooking it in oil. And she loves that. She has me make that for her like every other week because she just can't figure out. She tried to do it herself and she could not figure it out. I was like, you got to add flour and all this stuff. And she didn't put enough flour, basically.
What oil do you use?
So right now we have canola oil, but sometimes I like
to coconut.
Well, no, I have coconut oil too. I have coconut oil. I have avocado oil. I have ghee. I switch around to different stuff, whatever, when it's available.
Yeah.
But
for your health, don't use plant oils. Lard is actually better for you than actually the plant oils are out there. Most people don't talk about this, but they actually did a study in an asylum setting where they used plant oils and they used lard and other fats they actually found that if you use animal fats, you live longer because your body can actually process that.
I can believe that. Yeah.
They've actually discovered that we can't actually process a lot of the plant oils that are thrown around nowadays.
No, I believe that. No, I mean
and some of it, and some of like a lot of the other oil, like peanut, soy, a lot of those oils. What they actually don't tell you is that they actually use that oil for long distance preservation of mechanical parts. Yet they have it with our food. They don't tell us. Yeah, I mean. My ex, she got a little Chinese scooter. It was called a Tao Tao. When she actually got it shipped to here, it was actually full of peanut oil. They don't ship it with motor oil.
Wow, it ran. That's how it ran. It ran off of the peanut oil.
No, it didn't run. That's how they shipped it.
Oh, got you. Yeah, so keep it from rusting and stuff. Like the parts. I got you. See, okay, I've used peanut oil for when I was making copycat Popeyes chicken sandwiches. And it came out because I had to do my research, and Popeyes actually uses peanut oil for their frying of chicken sandwiches. So,
yeah.
But
I mean, I understand why businesses do that, but for like your health at home, never use anything outside of either avocado or coconut because we can actually absorb that. We can't absorb like peanut, soy, and if you actually go and read the labels, most vegetable oil is just soy. It's not good for humans at any junction.
Yeah. No, I mean, in terms of other things that I've made, because my wife, she is Filipino, as you guys know. She likes a lot of traditional Filipino dishes. So sometimes I do my research on certain things that are doable by me in terms of gathering ingredients and stuff. So I made for her lumpia Shanghai, which if you guys look it up on YouTube, there's hundreds of videos on how to do it. Basically, it's like really thin phyllo dough that you'll wrap, and you can put pork mixed with a little bit of shrimp, diced carrots. You can put garlic in there. My wife doesn't do garlic, unfortunately. She doesn't like flavor. So I did without garlic and, lumpia seasoning and stuff. And I made it. I did it in, you can air fry it or you can put it in oil and stuff, fry it in oil. And mine came out pretty good. So she's like, wow, not bad. So, I mean, I'm constantly teaching myself how to cook and stuff, like different things, try to broaden my horizons and stuff. Cause dude, if it was up to me, man, I can make spaghetti every day, bro. Like I love spaghetti. That's like my favorite food. I'm so basic, but with her, she does a lot more, seafood. She likes steak. She likes, but she doesn't season her food. And that's something that I'm trying to like slowly, show her the way that no, seasoning amplifies the flavor of food. Sometimes all you need is a little bit of salt, or because salt is like an enhancer of flavor and stuff. But
or Uncle Roger's favorite MSG.
I have not used that. I haven't used that, but I'm completely open to trying, all types of different seasonings and stuff because I love seasoning. I love sauces and stuff. My wife doesn't do sauces either, so it's like I gotta kind of trick her into liking certain things. I'm the one that tricked her into liking medium rare steak. Baby steps. So
Yeah.
but I don't agree with Myron. I don't agree that cooking is submissive. I think that he is just constantly trying to prove that he is this tough guy male that, doesn't need to cook for his woman. He doesn't need to please his woman. He doesn't even need to live with his woman. Like he's like, look, I just need to be with my boys because my boys are going to keep me hard. My women are just going to keep me soft, So that's
Cam, do you know how many gym guys who actually get gains in the gym, they actually cook their own food? I mean, there's a guy I work with who I met because I met him through my brother and I talk with him.
Mhm.
He cooks his own food. I mean,
Oh,
he's
dude.
half
Yeah.
Vietnamese. He's half Vietnamese.
Mhm.
For some reason, he does not like seafood. I don't know why, but he does not like it.
Mhm.
But he hits the gym like 5 or 6 days out of the week, and he actually has the muscle to show for it.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, a lot
But,
of those guys are going to be meal prepping, dude. I mean,
But
it's not a thing. They don't have to be chefs, but they just they know how to cook.
Yeah, he does his own cooking, and I hate, I don't hate to say this, but he is wrong here. If you can actually,
dude, he's wrong
cook-
all the time, dude.
I mean,
It's just another
I mean,
thing he's
there are
wrong
a
about.
couple I mean, there's that video. I don't know. Did you watch that video I sent you? It wasn't the one about Rachel Wilson.
Which one?
It was the one I sent you on Discord. It was where he was talking with a bunch of other guys.
I
mean, the
let me
thing about Myron is that his hot takes will always be crap, in my opinion.
Men are not allowed to criticize women. Is that the one?
Yeah, that one.
I
I think
didn't-
it was the one that I sent.
I
You
didn't
watch
see.
that?
I didn't watch this one yet. I was too engulfed with my hater that I didn't really tell. And that was another thing. I didn't have my PC until today, till this morning, so I didn't have anything to watch. I mean, I could have watched it on my phone, I guess, but I was busy working.
But if he's doing hot takes, he's garbage. But if he's actually in a situation where he's actually done like half the research, I think he's competent, but he's not great.
Well, Myron
And in
has,
that
Myron says that if you cook at home, that you're a brokey because you're wasting time. You should just be eating at Chipotle every day or just ordering food because the time that it takes you away from making money, because cooking takes time, especially prep and all that stuff, you could be making money and you're being a brokey cooking for yourself. So there's multi levels to like why he thinks it's submissive. I mean, that's just another reason why he doesn't want to cook. But
the big fail there is that if you do the cost comparison, you spend an hour cooking and buying stuff at a grocery store and you cook it yourself compared to what you would spend throughout the week. It's, if you're buying for one person, then, maybe it's cost effective, but
no, it's expensive. Eating out is very expensive, dude. Nowadays, dude, a single meal, $20 if you go out to eat. And $20 at the grocery store can feed you for a couple of days, man. If you're smart about it.
Especially if you know how to stretch it out with like potatoes and other stuff.
Yep.
You can really stretch it out.
Potatoes, rice, yeah, absolutely. Coke Benny came back. He says, do you think Myron approves if you're a man who cooks for your boys? Well, that's different. Okay. Iron sharpens iron. Women, they're only good for sex. What else? There's a lot. If you're cooking for your boys,
Iron
all right.
only sharpens iron in the right context. If you're sharpening a sword, you do not use iron. You get the right kind of stone and sharpen that.
Well, I think the way Myron sees it is that, look, you're around boys that are going to be constantly competing. They're gonna keep you on your game. Whereas, a woman's gonna make you soft. She's gonna want to, have you Netflix and have some ice cream and all this stuff. And you're gonna take your eye off the ball. You're not gonna reach your goals because you're just gonna be trying to make her happy, man. And we're not about making women happy. At least that's what Myron is gonna be saying. It's not about their happiness.
There's a difference between, iron sharpening iron. I get that if you're in the right situation, competition with each other does work out. But the big problem is that, if you're being competitive in, let's say, you're in the military setting and you're being competitive for leadership, in the right situations, it works out.
Sure. Yeah. Everybody rises to the occasion. Everybody gets better and everybody lifts everybody up. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It works in the right situation, but if you're hanging out with your boys and you're in competition, that's an if.
Yeah.
Because every guy has a different goal for their day. Does the divorced dad who has his kids, is his goal making more money? No, it's I'm spending time with my kids. Go the fuck away, asshole.
Well, hold on. Myron will say that your child under the age of 12 should just be with the woman because this is what he said. I know. I'm quoting the man. Okay, he said if my son can't take a punch, then I don't want to be around him. He has said that the woman should take care of him from 0 to 12, and then after that I can basically mold him into my own image from that point.
No.
That's what I'm saying. He's all about being an absent father and not being there until he's ready to be a father, basically.
No, dear God. Talk about failure. I mean, it's actually been proven through psychological studies that kids thrive under when both parents are there. I mean, if I wasn't involved in my kids' lives and when I went and I learned what my ex was doing, I would hate myself because my kids thrive when they're with me because I let them be them. I don't just demand work.
Right.
Oh, you can have an hour of television, then go the hell to eat your dinner, go the hell to bed.
Well, plus, the father is good for that whole, rough and tumble play and stuff that, moms aren't really, moms are always going to be afraid to hurt their children. But I think dads are a little bit easier going when it comes to the whole, throwing kids around and, wrestling in them and stuff like that, or, just taking them on adventures and, scaring them a little bit, basically giving them a little bit of life experience, not
to mention the fact that rough and tumble play is good for both boys and girls.
Yes.
They don't really bring that up, but if dad is dog pile and everybody dog piles on and the little sister gets involved, that's actually really good for her development because it shows that she doesn't have to be afraid of rough play. As long as it's, measured, you can do this stuff.
Right.
It's very healthy, and it's even shown amongst large cats and others that play is good for all measures.
You've seen the photograph of Arnold Schwarzenegger's sons, like the one that was raised by him and the one that was raised by the mother. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that picture.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you, it's like you do need that balance. You do need the father, in the life and stuff. And I'm not at 12. You need to be there all the time to give the kid that balance, of that dynamic,
I mean, it's like that episode of American Dad where Stan makes a clone of Steve, and then, what is it? Yeah, he has the clone of Steve. He does the stone. They each have like a clone. What is it? A clone of Steve or something like that, and they basically each get kind of compete to who raises the better kid, kind of.
Right.
And Stan raises a Steve that is, that's really, really sad. But they, and the one that Stan raises is, he makes him into like superior athlete, but he basically pushes and pushes and pushes, and Francine just coddles him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show that a woman or a mom is going to, have that protective angle, with the children. They don't be too rough, and all that stuff. Just kind of coddle them, like you just said. Whereas, the dad's going to take a little bit more risks, and let them fall down, let them hurt themselves, and let them get back up, So. But yeah, this is a visual representation of what I was talking about. You got the one son that was, with Arnold. Looks like he's in good shape, definitely has a lot of motivation in his eyes. And then you got his other son that is mainly with his mom. And it goes to show, man, he's a little schlubby, Yeah. But it's the thing. It's what it's what the parent will focus on. I don't think. And I don't want you guys to take me out of context. Haters, I want you to listen up, okay? I'm about to say something that might trigger you. But I think a woman or a mom, won't really... a woman doesn't really know how to raise a man on her own. I think only a man knows how to raise a man. A woman can know how to, instill, morals and right and wrong and all that stuff like that. But I think when it comes to like teaching the boy to become a man, I don't think a woman can do that. I don't think she has it in her.
No, you're right. I mean, from the military perspective here, how does an 18-year-old punk become a Marine? You get a group of drill instructors who teach you how to march. They just run you ragged. They break you, and then they rebuild you as something that is in many ways is either a directed missile or a directed killing team.
Yep.
And a mother does not teach her son to be a man. I mean, the greatest joke that is out there about women raising a man is that almost every man that was raised by a single mom to be a male feminist. I mean, the running joke is that they all end up being rapists. That's the running joke as of right now.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't know that. I mean,
that is a red pill running joke. That's from the red pill community straight out. That is a running joke that almost every man who is raised by a single mother, will end up being a rapist. I mean, if you want to go to like the crime statistics, it's bad, camp. Like, they sit there and show that boys from single mother households join the gangs more. They end up becoming criminals faster.
Sure.
And who was it? I think it was Ted Bundy. He was, I don't know fully about his young life, but I do know that after a certain point, his mother and father separated, and he was primarily raised by his mother. And I know, and I believe I think I'm about 50-50 on this. I do think his mother kept his father away. And from just watching almost everything I've seen about serial killers, camp, a lot of them came from the broken household. And the ones that didn't, there were questions like, what the heck went wrong in this situation? And, and the disturbing thing that I think that somebody in specific cases found was that mom was a really big, it was really, I'm in charge. Dad, you go make money.
Right. Yeah.
And the thing is that in some of those cases, a lot of those guys were incredibly violent towards women.
Well, dude, I would like to continue this conversation, but we have gone over on our time. I do.
Sorry,
no, this is fine. I do appreciate everybody that came out. I'm sure the haters will be commenting on this video in order to, I guess, counteract my points, maybe even your points. So get ready.
Bring them.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't shy away from haters here. We definitely appreciate the input and the conversation at the end of the day. So unfortunately, I'm sure the haters had something to do tonight, but I'll probably be hearing about them in the comment section. So because that's whenever they can get to me. And yeah, that's all. I mean, that's all I got for tonight. I do want to thank Sonic Mindscape for providing the majority of the clips tonight. Also, Coke Benny for providing the clip on Reddit. Appreciate you. And for Gene Toast with Ghost for keeping me company throughout this stream. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
No problem, Cam.
What do you got going on your channel, sir?
I think this Sunday it's going to be my final Luigi's Mansion 3 stream. I need to get caught up on my regular posting. I started working on it. Then it was the busy season for my work, so I just put it off. And then I got sick, so
you got the flu bug, huh?
Yeah, and I lost my voice. I could not talk that well. I mean, I could talk, but once I went up like 2 octaves, my voice was just gone.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start working on that while continuously working on the live streams.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm glad to hear you're still cranking it out, man. And also, shout out to Sonic Mindscape. I know you're grinding hard as well, putting out content. Again, I appreciate us all coming together on this hater stream. Unfortunately, no haters were able to come live, but maybe we can do this again sometime and give them another opportunity. I mean, I have my schedule posted on my YouTube banner. Okay. So you know where to find me. I only got time for 1 day a week. I mean, so, I'll be here waiting. I'll be also waiting for your comments and, please, if you want to stay up on the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure that you join the Discord if you want to, stay up with all the content. And also, if you want to contact any of us, we're all part of the group. And again, I appreciate you guys coming through. The hustlers always coming through. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys have a good
Peace
night.
out, everybody. See you later.
Have a good weekend.
Night,
Peace, guys. Take care, guys.
Can't bust a run, squad moves like a freight train. Streaming live Saturdays, no need for a campaign. Cook Benny in the chat, spitting heat uncontained. Haters lurking in the shadows, they ain't built for this terrain. Covers dropping gems, wisdom sharper than a blade. Exo Charles in the mix, got the whole game amazed. Taking souls for free, no invoice, no delays. Debating Sonic, spitting logic, making waves. Hustlers unite every Saturday night. We shine bright, got the spotlight in sight. Live stream flames, haters take flight. Chopping it with Hank, keep the vibe airtight. Commentary live, no script, just pure flair. Every bar a dagger, leaving doubters in despair. This ain't just a hustle, it's a kingdom we declare. Building brick by brick, we ain't folding under glare. Hank Russell in the cut, breaking bread, trading thoughts. While they talk trash, we strategize and plot. Every stream a canvas, every word a stroke of art. We out here taking names, pulling strings, playing smart. Hustlers unite every Saturday night. We shine bright, got the spotlight in sight. Live stream flames, haters take flight. Chopping it with Hank, keep the vibe airtight.